Hey, what's up happening? I wonder what's happening. What's up? Game night. Good to see everybody. Get going on Twitch over here. Hopefully everybody is doing well. And yeah, I think we're live. Maybe. Yep, we look live. Just posting this over on the old main channel. And in my Discord. Okay. Shouldn't be this hard to have two YouTube channels, but it really is. All right. Just playing some Sunday night Everquest like it's 2001 and I'm back in college. No class on Mondays. Oh, I should probably put up a link. Okay. What's up, Big Die? What's up, Wes? Let me get my thing. Boop. All right, Cinnabos as well. What's going on? These are all the people that play EverQuest. It's cheating. Get my stream up. I got nothing ready. Nothing. I just wanted to hit go. So yeah, once I get everything up, I'll start paying attention to y'all and loving y'all. There we go. Chat is live. Hey, just went live.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Timmy has joined us. All right, I think we're good here.
Yeah,
Cinnabos just
wherever you'd like.
Cinnabos just killed Nagy. He says tank quest complete. All right. Well, 10. All right. Okay. Yeah. Well, at 10, that's fine. Well, I mean, we could just do it simple and easy, or we could, Befallen is really good, but then we have to get to Befallen. I don't know if that we haven't.
I don't mind running into Befallen. I feel like running to Befallen and then taking my break would probably be about perfect.
Okay. Well, let's do that then.
All right.
I don't know what the best. See, the problem here is I don't have any ports. I never did level up Druid or Wizard, so.
Oh yeah, I'm just running to the docks and Butcher Block for sure.
Yeah, I mean I'm in Caladim, so Big Die is in Befallen as well. What's up, Big Die? I can group teleport you to Befallen as it's my mind. Well, I appreciate that, Wes, but like Tim said, he's got to take a break at 10 to put his kids to bed. So we can talk. We can all just shoot the shit while we get while we get over there. And just sort of my general thoughts and feelings so far on the game. So Tim, well, we were playing last night. We went over to Mistmore. And Castle Mistmore, for those of you who don't know, is a castle full of undead and dark elves, and of course vampires. And I don't even know what I'm trying to do here. What class am I? It does get confusing, doesn't it? Movement. There we go. I was looking for Spirit of the Wolf. So anyways, what I was saying is that no need. We don't need the party. We'll just take the boat or the transporter like we're normal people. I was trying to change something as well. last time we were playing this, last time we were doing this, there we go. So, as I was trying to say, was that we were in Castle Mistmore, and Tim was a mage, shaman, ranger, or Main ranger, and I was playing as my obviously my paladin, shaman, berserker is my number 1 class, but the I needed to be something else, so I went to my monk because I've been sort of trying to maximize on the value of the berserker stance, because obviously the berserker stance is pretty awesome, and it comes at a pretty high price, which is that you obviously take more damage because you're not in a defensive stance. Obviously there's a huge advantage to being in, say, literal defensive stance, or being even in balanced stance gives you a little bit of a damage reduction. Berserker stance not only does it not give you any damage reduction, it actually makes you take 8.3% of your outgoing damage as damage unto yourself. So you actually take more damage as you deal more damage. But it's pretty cheap in terms of endurance, because it's only half a point of endurance for every extra damage you deal. So compared to something like evasion, which many people know makes you basically impossible, well, not impossible, but very difficult to hit in melee. But for every point of damage that you would dodge because of that, you lose 2 points of endurance. So the endurance goes away really quick. Anyways, so Berserker Stance has this advantage of making you attack twice as fast. It's independent of haste. It just makes you attack twice as fast, which is pretty awesome. And like if right now, where's my spell? I just got Alacrity, which is the next haste spell. Obviously, enchanters get this, I don't know, probably in their 20s or something. What level do enchanters get Alacrity? Let's see. Everquest, Wiki, Legends. I'm just curious myself here. Alacrity. Enchanters get it at 21. Damn, I was not even close. I said 29. That just tells you how much better enchanters are at haste. Anyways, shamans get it at 42. Good times. Anyways, so with my flowing black silk sash +3 and my alacrity spell, I am sitting on 164%. So 64% haste, 164% fast, which is pretty sweet. But then on top of that, Berserker Stance makes you attack twice as faster. So the idea in this game is like, okay, so how do I maximize that? How do I maximize attacking more often? And in this particular instance, for me, obviously the answer is to have the best weapons you can have. Great. But the other option is to have as many things as you can that trigger whenever you attack. And so for me, the solution has been to, to focus, because I'm a paladin, on things that trigger off of my attacks, which means procs. And they're called procs. I think it stands for procedure event or process event. I never was really 100% sure. But as a berserker, you don't get anything by default from that. But as a paladin, I get access to an AA, which I've been using extensively, called Slay Unliving. And it is a incredibly powerful, damaging spell that does a massive amount of damage, but it only targets undead. Now, that's not as bad as it sounds, because there's a lot of undead in this game, and a lot of the dungeons have a lot of undead. I can never remember where this damn door is. There it is. And there's also some of the coolest, best places, in my opinion, in the game are also, dungeons full of undead. So it's like a win. It's a win-win-win for me, really. And vampiric. Thank you, Wes. So Slay Unliving, again, is an alternate advancement that you can access and open up, right away. And, I took it all the way to rank 3, which is a little bit more expensive. But, even at rank 1, it's pretty cheap and pretty good. Now, the nice advantage of this is it is a 2.5% chance of going off on any melee attack. So that means that the more attacks I make, the more chance I have for this Slay Unliving to proc, which is pretty sweet. However, on top of that, I don't know if we can really see it well here in chat. I also, as a paladin, get access to a spell, a buff called the Instrument of Knife, N-I-F-E. And for those of you who don't know, the knife, rod set to knife, is sort of the Paylor Lathander of this game, which is to say it, the god of healing and keeping everyone in life. And so this buff gives you guessed it, a proc that, what happened to my mystical path? Oh, there it is. This buff gives you a mystical path. Oh, sorry. This buff gives you a chance to land additional damage against undead. So that means that whenever I swing my sword, I get a chance to do damage, and I get a chance to do damage. But on top of that, my sword is the Ghoulbane, and it has the Dismiss Undead combat procedures, which is a DD that targets, you guessed it, undead. So that means every time I swing my sword, I am doing damage against undead. And now I have been a shaman as my main because I wanted to have fun with the buffs of the shaman, and it's really great. But last night in Mistmore, Tim and I was playing a monk. Now the advantage of a monk is a monk has dual wield and attacks really quickly. So as a monk, I was making a lot of attacks. And so that made, I was doing my Slay Unliving a lot more. I was doing my Invocation of Rod Set Knife a lot more. And I was doing my Dismiss Undead effects a lot more. So it was very, 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 very powerful. And it was a lot of fun. But losing out on the shaman buffs, kind of stinks. Now, unfortunately, I am level 42 right now. That is too high for Tim. So we got to pick a new class. And I am going to try something else. Let's try. We can only have 2 loadouts, right? No, we can have 3 loadouts. Oh, no, they're going to have 2 loadouts in retail. Okay, so I have to be a paladin. So what else do I want to be? I don't really have any other levels. I have like 16 levels in cleric, and that's it. And then I have 25 levels in monk. So the other thought process I had is that, and we'll run over to Befallen here in a second. It's not that far away, but like I said, Tim has to take a break at 10. Okay, so that Berserker stance makes you attack twice as fast. Awesome. But the other thing Berserker does is it makes all of your skill cooldowns recover twice as quickly. So what is a skill cooldown? Well, it's anything that is a power that your class gives you that usually has like a 6, 7, 8, 10 second, 15 second cooldown. Paladins have one called Smite. And Smite lets you guessed it, just bash people for extra damage. It also makes your lay on hands recover quicker. Now it has a 15 second cooldown. It's auto skilled reuse. But in Berserker stance, that's 7.5 seconds because it's half as fast. Okay, so we're already in that. So in Berserker stance, we get Frenzy as well, which is another skill every 15 seconds. But you guessed it, it's 7.5 seconds. And Frenzy makes us, when it triggers, it attacks with our primary and secondary weapon, and then attacks an additional time for each weapon in a frenzy of attacks. Okay? So that means that when Frenzy goes off, we attack a bunch with all of our weapons. So it's really great. But again, how can we maximize that Berserker stance? Well, the idea is you take a third class that has a really good combat skill. Now, I went with Monk because Monk gets their Monk Punch, their Dragon Punch, which does a bunch of extra damage, right? Awesome. Monks also get Dual Wield, which the Paladin does not get. And the Berserker does not get, I don't think. I don't think Berserker gets Dual Wield. So the Monk has the advantage that I can Dual Wield, making more attacks. Well, what's another class? Now I have to pick something, so this is what I'm going to try. What's another class that has a very powerful, combat cooldown and Dual Wields? You guessed it, the Rogue. So I'm going to try Rogue. That's my thought process. So I'm going to be a Berserker Rogue. And we're just going to be pure DPS with the advantage of being a Paladin. All right. Swap. Wes says haste also affects those skills. Right. So having more haste better, more haste good. Now, let's see. Look, I'm already getting better. Oh, I know. It's because I gained Backslord. Beast Lord. All right. I'll be honest with you. I've never liked the Beast Lord class ever. Not even once. So how about that? All right. Let's get our... we're back to light healing again, of course, because we hate ourselves.
And, it is the saddest downgrade going back to 10. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's not. It's very sad. Also, it was fun having. It was actually kind of cool getting going back to whatchamacallit. I didn't realize the Berserker. I mean, I just not been. I wasn't even using the Berserker, by the way. Is they got the disciplines, and the Berserkers get a combat skill interrupt called Skull Bash or something like that, which is really cool because as a Paladin, I get 2 or 3 stun lines, which is really great. But it's really cool to have access to all of the additional a combat skill, not a spell. That way, if I'm out of mana, or even better, the combat skill doesn't have to cast. If you can just boom, you can just pump it, and that's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's been really cool. Now again, I don't know how to rogue. Can I just auto backstab? Sick. All right, yes I can. What else do rogues get? Anything? Everything? Disarm, okay.
Pickpocket.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about that. Kick.
I think they eventually get double attack.
Yeah, what level do they get at double attack? Because right now, I mean...
Might be 20.
Oh, they get poisons. How the fuck does that work?
Oh, yeah, and the the abilities in the disciplines. I think that's where you make the hotkey for it.
Yeah, I see that now. Okay.
Shit, and it says you can have one utility and it lists on there which ones you can stack and have active at the same time and which ones you can't in the descriptions. They seemed real strong. Like Rogue, Shaman, Wizard is going to be insane with Poison Spellblade proc damage.
Yeah.
Or so I hope.
All right. Well, I guess I'll just get a new poison bar, I guess. Because why not? Go. All right. 4 active poisons. Sorry. So we have Asp Venom. Okay. It gives me a chance to trigger Asp Venom. What the fuck is Asp Venom? All right. I don't know what any of these poisons do. Are they buffs? Do they last?
So they're permanent buffs, it seems, that appear above you. They look like little shield icons. Asp Venom is definitely the higher damage poison as far as I know.
Okay.
I think once you create the button and put it on your hotbar, you can hover over it and it'll show you stuff. It just won't do it in that menu.
No. I mean, not it. The thing is, it says coat your weapon in Asp Venom, giving you a chance to trigger Asp Venom strike on striking. This is considered a combat poison and stacks with all other combat poisons except Cobra Venom, which replaces this. But it doesn't actually tell me what Asp Venom does. I guess I have to cast it on myself to see what happens here.
Yeah, I think that must be what I ended up doing. It was basically, I think it was 79 or 49 damage, one of those two. Like a chance to proc damage for Asp Venom. Then there was a Blood Siphon one, I think, which did a little, health steal. I'm in Befallen.
Thank you.
7 minutes to spare.
Okay. It's a poison. It's a DD. Okay, so it's a 62-point damage DD. All right. Thank you, by the way, Wes, for that. Befuddling Strike drains their mana by 110. Okay. That's cool. Blood Siphon Strike. Oh, can we get that one too? Fuck. Apparently we can. All right, we'll definitely take the fucking life tap. Oh. All right, is this like a stun poison? Hobbling. This is probably like a slow. Yep. Not slow, but a snare. And weakening poison. Slowing their attack rate. That's a slow. Okay, can we get that one on? Will that stack? Yes. All right. I don't know. This mana one sounds kind of interesting. You just don't fight that many spellcasters, I guess. I mean,
on this game at Ascension 2+, you do.
Yeah. I like how you call it Ascension.
Mubby, play the Spire Brain on point.
Yeah. I don't know, chat. What do you think? What do you think? Do you like? I mean, obviously Asp Venom, obviously Blood Siphon, obviously Weakening. What? Befuddling, Concussive. Oh, Befuddling, Concussive, Hobbling, Weakening, and Grounding are the utility ones that don't stack. Okay, so we can't. So we can only use 3, even though we have. Is that what I'm reading here? Because if I put the Befuddling on, I'll lose Weakening. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'd rather have the slow. So, although are you still a shaman, Tim?
Yes.
Well, I'll keep it on anyway. Save you the mana. Okay. Now, additionally, somebody said that there's a way that you can look at your skills and your spells or something. And like you can see what level you get something. No, I have dual wield already. Sick.
Yeah, if you go into the actions menu and spells, you can click show unscribed, and then it'll just show you everything it looks like.
Stunning is not a utility, so you can do that. Blood Siphon, Asp. Yeah, so I have... Which ones do I have? I have Weakening. Oh, Stunning isn't. Do I have a Stunning Poison? Oh, Concussive. No, that's the mana one, right? I don't think I have a Stunning Poison yet. Unless you mean the Interrupt one. Yeah, that one took over that one. I'd rather have the slow. I don't think I have the Stunning one, if there is a Stunning one. Anyways. Yeah, okay, level 14. All right, we'll get there. So, anyways, my idea is that by being in Berserker stance, I will make Frenzy happen faster, I will make Smite happen faster, and I'll make Backstab happen faster. So the idea here is I'm just trying to like get as much value out of Berserker stance as I can by having all 3 classes have a combat cooldown ability. So I'll have Smite from Paladin, I'll have Frenzy from Berserker, and then I'll have Backstab from the thing. Now, question for the chat at home. I have in my primary, I have Ghoulbane. In my secondary, I have the Shimmering Ruby Stiletto. Now that has a backstab bonus damage. Does that count? Like, is that good? Like, should I keep it? Like, do I have to swap it? How does the backstab actually work? Like, does it just look at any? Is it just based off of any random thing? If I have 2 Ruby Stilettos, do I get 20 bonus backstabs? Because I don't have it on me. I was like, I think I have just another random Ruby Stiletto somewhere. Okay, got it. So if I did have 2 Ruby Stilettos equipped, I'd get 20 bonus damage? Question mark. All right. Tim, I will be at West Commonlands. I don't know if you are there yet.
Yeah, I've made it in Befallen. I'm standing next to Sinric. and I'm about to go put the kids to bed, and
Cool.
then I'll be ready to go.
All right, cool. All right, why don't you go do that, and I will be there by the time hopefully you get back-ish.
See you shortly.
All right. Okay, it just uses the highest backstab damage that you have already equipped. Now, to be clear, I'm aware that this is sort of a one-trick pony, which is what, again, like one of the reasons why Shaman is, probably something I'm probably going to keep even in live, because I just love the Shaman. I mean, Shaman was my very first EverQuest character. I actually played 2 Shamans, 2 different servers, both to, I don't know, whatever high level, max level was back then. And then I also had an Enchanter that I took to max level. So those are like the 2 classes I probably know the best, which is Shaman and Enchanter. So I've actually never, until this, I'm not even kidding, until this version of EverQuest, I have never played a character that fought in melee, ever. I always had played just, casters. Even like when I would make another character, it'd be like a druid or whatever. But I mean, people say that the necro dots are quote unquote technically better. Maybe they are. I love the shaman dots. And it's even better in this version of EverQuest because you have the overchannel stance, right? Because like it used to be like you had to like, I don't know, now you have 14 spell slots, but like you had to waste a spell slot on like Mallows or whatever, or Mallow, so that you could try to punch through resistance. Because I mean, obviously, we're trying to fight reds here, right? And whatever. But like it's one of those things where it's like now that I can, if I really need to, if I'm really fighting a higher level monster, I can just start off in the in the overchannel invocation, punch through the resist, land the dots, and then swap into Spellblade or Inversion invocation and, do it that way. But when I was playing my monk with Tim and we were fighting the reds and stuff, I switched, and again, that class, by the way, is just pure burr, right? I mean, the only thing I got with that class, honestly, is the really shitty paladin buffs, right? The HP buffs, the AC buffs. I mean, they're not worthless, but they're practically worthless, right? I mean, they're like 10, 15 levels behind the clerics. And heal. And which again, now the paladin heals actually aren't as bad as people think they are. Like cleric gets, I think cleric gets healing, which is the upgrade from light healing. I think cleric gets healing at like 10. And then I think like shamans and druids get it at like 19. And I think paladins get it at like 20 or like 21. Like paladins really, paladins are technically tier 3 healers, but they are so close to the druids and the shamans. It's more just that like clerics are just literally in a class of their own when it comes to just access to healing spell. And of course, obviously promised renewal. So, I mean, there's a part of me that kind of just wants to be like enchanter or like main, I don't know, main something like main war. I don't know what the main would be, but like and just be like in live and just be a warrior enchanter cleric, get the haste, get the HP buffs, get the promise renewal, get, all the warrior goodness. Where the fuck is Bahala? Oh, I'm over the cave. Hello. Hey, what's up, Golden Cat? Ah, there it is. Tricky. We take for granted, and I don't remember what it used to be like, obviously, because it's been so long. But there was a time, when the internet was still brand new, and things like EQ Atlas and Alakazam didn't exist yet, and or if they did, it was janky and whatever. And you're playing this game, and you're like killing bats and giant spiders or whatever. You're there level 8. You're in the you have no idea what's going on. You're in the West Commonlands. You started in Freeport or something, or maybe you started in Neriac or whatever. And there were no auto maps back then, of course. And you're just playing the game, and you just kind of like you're walking around, and then you go, you come over this Again, there's no maps. You can just come over this sand dune, and then you see this hallway, and you see, in these ancient, the edge of this ancient, sandy, hills that lead into Row, and the Rajurkin Hills, and you see like ancient marble tiled floors. And you have no idea what's going on, and you just it's so. That part to me, I'm glad I got to experience it, and it's a little sad that it doesn't exist anymore. But oh shit, the whole crew is here. Knights of Last Call, I represent. So, what's up, Sinric? Me love you, long time. Lee love, ad please, Discord, yay! I was like, this is why I always have to have my Twitch open.
When it's fixed, y'all.
Because if I don't have my Twitch open, I get endless spammers because Twitch is Twitch. Guys, according to Twitch, I earned $12 more this week than last week. I earned $30 on Twitch. Shout out. There's Pelly's Mound. Band. All right. Yeah. I don't know about you guys. I don't know if it's because I'm a content creator or if I'm because or just everybody does, but like I get like 3 or 4 messages a day from like obviously spam accounts, of course, but they're just like, oh, hey, were you the person who contacted me about that art request? Hey, I know were you the one asking me about the artwork that, you were trying to request? I don't know if you guys get that or if that's just something I get because I'm a, quote unquote streamer. I guess I'm streaming right now. So, hey, look at that. Everybody's here. We got Casey Jones. We got Tim. We got Sinric. The whole crew is here. By the way, if you're watching, head to vexmortis.com. I don't have my affiliate link, but that's okay. Head to vexmortis.com. I gotta get that. I gotta get like something to put up, Casey. But I get them all the time. But yeah. So, anyways, part of my deal is that I love the idea of like maximizing something that you are already bought into. And I get that, like, I like having fun with like the edges of things. It's like it's min-maxing, right? Except I'm not really minning. I'm just maxing, right? Like I understand, like the min-max thing to do is to be like, oh, I'm going to be an enchanter so that I can haste, and then I can, I can mez if there's multiple right? Min-maxing is like making yourself really strong and making yourself really not weak. That's less interesting to me. It never really has interested me. I like, how far can I push this idea, even to the point of being bad? So, like, obviously, as a paladin berserker rogue, I have no spells, no haste, no slow, no buffs, really, basically. I have a little bit of paladin healing, from that, but other than that, nothing. And lay on hands is not bad, by the way, by any stretch of the imagination. But it's more of like, how do I maximize me attack fast good? And that's what we're going to do. Also, I got to say, too, by the way, I really did more than I thought, I liked the Monk's Mend. Because, like, when I'm laying handsing, like, I mean, ironically, laying hands cooldown is much faster when I'm fighting all the time, right? Because then every smite I land reduces the cooldown on laying hands by 1 minute. So, like, when I'm really, going at it, like, laying hands is like, coming back every, like, 3 to 4 minutes, give or take, which is great. It's a full heal. But, there's times when it's like, I'm down 50% or I'm down 40% life, and I don't want to waste the lay on hands. And so I was actually surprised with the 90-second cooldown and it recovering, I think 30% or something like that, 33% maybe. I was surprised at how much sustain I was getting out of Mend. And between Spellblade stance, Spellblade invocation, and healing in my first slot, and Mend, I actually really wasn't having to use my lay on hands at all. Now, of course, I was playing with Tim, and so, there's that advantage. So, I'm just putting these here because I like to see them, do their thing. Does anybody know the answer to this question? Does Bash work if you're dual wielding and you have the AA? I know there's an AA for being able to bash with a two-hander. I can't remember what it's called. Maybe it's a general one. You have to have a shield in your offhand or two-hand with H. It's okay. So you can't dual wield and just like throw a shield into like your offhand or like your free slot or something. What is the name of that stupid? What is the name of that dumb thing? Oh, here, improved bash. Yeah, it says two-handed weapon. Yeah. Well, because I was like, dang, because that's another combat skill, right, on cooldown that I'm not maximizing when I'm dual wielding. And I was like, damn it. Never tried the shield in the any slot. I don't know if I have a shield on me. Oh, I do. I have my shiny brass shield. It's not. Oh, wait. No. I've got my Crushbone fetish. Let's see. Wes says he tried it. Unfortunately not. I wish. You can backstab with any, but not base with shield. Right, but like, what if you have the AA? Oh, do you have to have a two-hander equipped? It just doesn't do anything? Dang. That's unfortunate. By the way, I just want to point out how fucked up this is. I mean, I'm sure you all are experiencing it as well. It is fucked up that the crown of King Crush, the new crown that drops in Crushbone. And now, Grant, yeah, I know this is a +3 crown, and this is the skull-shaped Barboot. This is the shitty helm. This is the common drop from the Ghoul Lord in Lower Gook, who is like a level 47 or something, necromancer or something. And I mean, obviously, there's a little bit more AC or whatever, but the fact that the Crown of Crush is 9 strength, 9 cold, 4 void, and the skull-shaped Barboot is no strength, no endurance. The Crown of Crush is 9 strength, 14 endurance. They're about comparable on AC. You get 47 hit points. I'd have to do the math. I don't know if 14 endurance is equivalent to 47 hit points. I actually don't remember the hit point calculation. But the fact that this is from basically the first dungeon of the game, which is, Crushbone, and this is from arguably one of the last, if not, the latest Lower Gook, right? The end boss of Lower Gook, the Ghoul King. Only like the Hole, I think, and Solo Sec B are probably higher level. It's crazy. And so I'm like, now obviously this is a new item that they added when they redid Crushbone. This has never existed before. But can you imagine what's going to be like when they start revamping, the other zones? Oh my God. Oh my God. Also, I don't have to tell any of you this because you already know this, which is I played most of the game as a paladin, shaman, berserker. I did not have access to the evasive stance, and to be honest with you, I spent 80% of my time in berserker stance, and when you're in berserker stance, you basically don't lose endurance. I mean, it goes down, but not really a lot. Obviously, I was like, I don't understand what the big deal with endurance is. Oh, okay. But when I went to Monk, I actually was like, okay, evasive stance is pretty hot, but it's so costly for endurance. I still feel like most of the time I want to be in defensive stance because only Warrior, Paladin, Shadow Knight gets defensive stance. And I cannot stress them to you enough that defensive stance is a 50% damage reduction against physical attacks, 20% against magic. And it's 1 point of endurance lost for every point avoided. Again, reduced by your strategy. Whereas evasive stance is 2 points of endurance for every point. So, defensive stance lasts twice as long, which is, nice because when you run out, it's kind of sad. Because again, evasion will fail if you have insufficient endurance. The other day, I actually used Unyielding Invocation for the first time, which is because I kept getting feared. I was basically out, I wasn't casting spells. And so I swapped into Unyielding Invocation to get me the health regen bonus doubled and the 25% bonus resistance to avoid being mez and feared because we were fighting, we pulled 4 necromancers. They were all necromancers, and they kept hitting you with that necromancer fear stun, and I was like, this is too much. Hey, Foresight, thank you. 13 months. I can't believe our Twitch has been going around that long. That means you've been basically doing it since we started this. Thank you, Foresight. I appreciate you. Right. Yeah, I mean, well, obviously right now I'm in my lower form here, but with my shaman buffs, I'm at 3, whatever my cap is. I don't remember. I think my soft cap is 380 or something at 42, and I think I'm at 380 something with my shaman buffs up. Casey says he uses in our guild chat here, says he uses Unyielding a lot. On this trio, I pretty much stay in Unyielding. I mean, yeah, for me, they changed something, but Spellblade is so hit or miss. But my character, I have 15%, I think it's 15% crit rate on healing. And so when I get free heals off, a 400 or 500 heal, and then when every third or fourth heal is or fourth or fifth heal is almost 1,000-point heal, and it's basically for free. I actually chill in Spellblade a lot, and it used to seem like no one understands the math on Spellblade. Is it affected by your mana? Is it affected by your dex? Is it affected by, anything? Yeah. So, anyways, I've never been a rogue before, so this is my first time. Although I did just burn, I burned 10 AA the other day on my monk because I I maxed out Pack Rat because I wanted to see how much of a bonus I would get from it, and I forgot to look at how my AC changed. So, anyways, case in point, I am wearing nothing but plate armor, and I have 2 plate mail shirts in my any slots, and my worn weight is 23. Oh, good times. Probably could have used something different, and maybe, but it's the beta, right? In fact, I'm going to be going to Gen Con, so I'm not even going to get to play I'm not even going to get to play live. It's going to launch. I'm going to come home from Gen Con, and y'all are going to be level 50. I'm going to be like, what the fuck? So, I'll be honest with you. As a monk, when I was playing last night, I mean, this is true generally for my shaman, berserker, paladin. But when I was playing as my monk, berserker, paladin, my greatest enemy in the game is damage shields. So I actually picked up, I realized this, I actually put my Ghoulbane has I don't think I'm high enough level now. Let me see if I can do it. Okay, cool. Yeah. So my Ghoulbane has the Summoning haste. There we go. My Ghoulbane, I put the clicky on for pillage enchantment, which gives me access to a dispel, even though I'm not a class that has dispel. And that has been really helpful. So when I see, if I'm being smart enough and I like click on a creature and I see that they have a damage shield up, like a druid, if I see their class is like druid, I'll look on their buff line for like a shield of thorns or whatever, shield of flames or whatever, and I will usually start the fight with a pillage enchantment, or at least try to do a pillage enchantment, because getting rid of that damage shield saves me so much fucking life. And it's not really about like whether I can win or not. Like I don't. Everybody has different plans, but like when I've been playing this game during the beta, my goal has been to basically have continuous uptime. I never want to stop, right? I don't ever want to have to like wait for mana to regen or HP to regen or mana to regen or endurance to regen. I just want to keep going and going and going and going. This person's about to die. What level is this person? No, they're level 5. Well, they're dead now. And so that my goal is like sustain, and like as a shaman, paladin, berserker, it's really great, right? Because the slows, which shamans have the best slows in the game. Slows are such a massive damage mitigation in this game. I mean, so much. I mean, almost all the damage you take, even from like a wizard, is from white damage, right? The monsters attack so much and so fast. It's why, right, Cinnabus. It's why having your own damage shields is so fucking powerful, because the monster, especially if you're pulling, like, I have, where it's like, I have lull, but like sometimes you just end up fighting 3 or 4 monsters anyways, and they're just beating into you for no value. And that's why I think having dots is such a good time saver and efficiency saver, because the way I typically do a multi-pull when I'm playing as a shaman is I will start, if I think I need to preserve life, I will slow. And then what I'll do is I will dot the higher level monsters, and then I'll switch over to the lower level monsters. And while I'm killing the low level monster, my dot is burning down the high level monster, and I get the full value of my dot, right? I want my dot to basically have expired or just be about to expire. I want to get every tick of my mana for my dot to really value it. And so again, I played as, I think part of this, I mean, I know it's EQ Legends, right? You can face roll basically the whole game, which is fine, which is, whatever. But I still get, a certain satisfaction of like, playing the game like DDR, right? Which is just to play it, to try to like improve my efficiency. I don't really get a satisfaction off of beating games that I'm not playing another player, like if I'm not beating someone like in PvP. In fact, when I originally played Everquest, we played on a PvP server. Because I enjoy that, I enjoy the thrill of playing other people, real people, not just the computer. But what I do enjoy, it's like when I play a solo board game, which I don't do very often, but like I enjoy like exploring the efficiency space. There's a, part of my data science background, my control analytics, I like making efficient processes. And so I like uptime. And so what I'll do is I want to get the maximum value out of all those dots. So, I'll be in inversion stance. I might start a fight if I really want to. I might start a fight even potentially in defensive stance, because that way I can get all my dots set up, and then I'll switch over into Berserker and just, burn down. And if I do it correctly, the monsters, basically I get the full value of the dots, and I get like the biggest bang for my buck in terms of mana, return, but also in terms of speed of play. I hate the idea of me fighting 3 or 4 or 5 monsters at once, and the other monsters are not attacking, or I'm not getting any value against the other monsters. So that's where like having a damage shield is really nice, because I'm like, yeah, let the monsters beat me, they're taking damage. Or I love having dot classes, because I'm like, yeah, let the monsters beat me, they're on fire, or they're being diseased, or they're being poisoned. Enchanters can mez, and one of the big changes, again, I played an enchanter till level 65 or something, 70 in classic. AoE mez used to hit you. If you accidentally hit yourself with your own AoE mez, you would get mezzed by your own mez. And the mesmerization, which is the name of the AoE mez, is actually a very interesting mez because enchanters get a full line of single target mezes that go all the way up. You get a new one like every, 9 levels. But there's like one AoE mez. It's called mesmerization. And the reason for it is because mesmerization was very short target, very short duration. Right? The higher level mezes could last 2-3 minutes. Mesmerization only lasts 23 something 24 seconds, and it would hit yourself if you got caught in the AoE, it would hit you as well. So the whole point of mesmerization was as a stopgap. Okay, so what would typically happen is, let's say the puller had a bad pull. You see they'd say, ink 5, right? That's going to be a wipe in classic EverQuest. So when the mobs first hit, when the mobs first make contact, when the puller first comes in and the tank is first grabbing aggro, I would usually do something like target the main tank or the puller, and I would hit them with a mesmerization. And I had to make sure I was standing far enough back that I didn't hit myself with a mesmerization. And that would put a mez on, let's say, 3 or 4 of the monsters. That mez was only going to last 20 seconds, 25 seconds. Now, even back then, when you had a full group, you weren't going to even kill one monster in 20 seconds, let alone 5, because, it was a very different game and things, had a lot of hit points and yada, yada, yada. So, but that 26 seconds gave me the time to fall back. And because mesmerization was so low level, any other higher level mez that you cast would override it. And that was why it had to stay low level. So then you could back up, and then you could take the time to start hitting that with your, whatever, Tashania's enthrallation, whatever, the progression line. So you would hit the one, okay, they're on a 2-minute 30. Oh, you hit the next one, okay, they're on a 2-minute 30. Okay, you hit the next one, they're on a 2-minute 30. Okay, now, by the time I get to the last one and lock him down with a proper mez, the short-term AoE mez is almost expired. And in fact, there was even another level on top of that oh shit level, which was a pull happen. You're fighting one monster. It's a clean pull, and then a spawn happens, and or something happens. You get trained, or something bad happens, and suddenly there are suddenly ogres, right? Suddenly there's 4 or 5 monsters right in the party, and they're attacking right now. You didn't have time to get ready. Well, then this is what you would do as an enchanter. You would run in to the melee. Okay? You would run into the melee. You would cast your point blank AoE stun to give every monster, a 6-second stun. Back up. That 6 seconds would give you enough time to back up out of the range of getting hit by your own mez. Then drop an AoE.
Oh my goodness,
mez.
I exist again.
Hey, what's up, Tim? Then you would drop an AoE mez. Then you would start single tart clicking your mezes. So that was like the ultimate oh shit mez, which was PB, run into melee, point blank AoE stun, then back up so you didn't hit yourself with your own AoE, hit the AoE mez, and then go through and individually target each person and lock them down with a single target long duration mez. Anyways, apparently that's not the case in EverQuest Legends, because obviously now that the game is designed for you to be fighting solo and by yourself, if you mezzed yourself with AoE mez, it would literally do nothing. And so they changed that. And I'm not going to lie, that's really powerful and broken when you're playing as a single player solo game, because now if you get 4 or 5 pulls, you just target anybody with the AoE mez. It's a very short duration casting time, especially an inversion invocation, I imagine. And then it just locks everybody down. And because it's only a level 20 spell, it's so cheap for mana. It costs almost no mana. So, now granted, that's not as fast as, say, a DS or putting a bunch of dots on people, because, sure, they're not attacking you, but you're not attacking them either, so they're not dying. And obviously, if you're mezzing everybody, it limits your ability to put the dots on. But in terms of, survivability, I can't think of anything even more crazy than that. Anyways, those are my thoughts. Tales of an Enchanter. Back in my day when you had to know what you were doing. Anyways, what's up, Tim?
You tell them about your copious macros to teach your teammates how to survive with an enchanter.
Yes. I had a whole set of macros because every time I cast a spell, it would also do a multiple group sends with like ASCII art so that it would interrupt the flow of charts. Like it would say like, mezzing so-and-so, do not do this, blah, blah, blah. I'd have to remind people, because I had to teach people. And then when people would join the group, I had a different macro menu. It was like Shift 8. And I would hit like 1. And it was like, hello and welcome to the group. I am Jacord. I am an enchanter. You may not know how this works, but what an enchanter does is mezzing a target. If you target a mezzed character, it will break and it will be mad at me and it will probably kill me and I will be mad at you. Note, if you DOT a monster, when it takes a pulse of damage, it will break the mezz. It will not be mad at you. It will be mad at me and it will kill me. So it's like this whole jest. Actually, that reminds me of another thing, which is when if you mezzed a monster several times, it'd be so hateful on you. So before a warrior broke the mezz, and because you were an enchanter, your AC was like 12, even at level like 70, and you would just die instantly. They're the worst hit points in the game. So what I would have to do before the warrior or before the tank broke the mezz, I might have to hit them with a Membler, just so that I could wipe myself out of their hate list. Yeah. All right. So I should have been doing this while Tim wasn't here, but did we ever establish if I can actually use any of these other poisons, or am I limited to just 3 right now? I have Asp. Befuddling we know takes over weak. Concussive we know takes over weak. Does Hobbling take over weak? Yes. We don't want Hobbling. All right. So only 3 poisons. All right, Timmy.
All right, we going into our own instance, or how you want to do?
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do our own instance. Do I not have a Befallen map? Oh no, I'm just way off. All right, let's go. What do you want to go? You want to go D2? I like D2.
Yeah, I like D2 as well. Seems like a solid mid ground for the not being super annoying, but still having good loot and challenge.
Yeah. Again, I mean, obviously, D3, D4 better, but like, man, I all those pets, everything is an enchanter. They all have heals. It's just way too much work on a Sunday night. Come on.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody got time for that. Like if I was trying to like maximize and I'm like, I want to go kill this monster for this loot. But if I'm just like level grinding, I think I kind of just want, like D2. I feel like D2.
I'm cruising.
I feel like the number of multi-class monsters is reasonable in D2. Like you get them, they're there, but it's not like outrageous,
Yep.
All right. Well, let me cast my copious buffs on you. I think I have 1 buff.
Ditto.
Oh, nope, I've got Yelp. I forgot about Yelp. Can't forget about Yelp. That's not even a buff for you, so that's great.
I know. Ooh, I have walking sleep now. All right.
I cannot sculpt. Oh, yeah, because I'm not level 30 yet. Or 20. I mean, Feign Death assumes that you're bad enough that you have to, like, not, like, pull or, like, you don't know how to pull or something like that. Like, I've never had... I wouldn't know about that, Wes. I just get good. That's all, You should try it sometime. All right. Now, also, again, chat, I mean, as people have been talking about the rogue, I barely pay attention. Am I correct in that you do not need to like worry about positioning at all with the rogue? Let me know, chat. All right. Well, that went quick.
My goodness.
Yeah. As an aside, I do have Ghoulbane on my Ghoul, or I have the Ghoulbane Dismiss Undead, but I don't. It's not actually going to trigger because I need to be level 20. So this isn't actually doing anything right now. But I'm keeping it there, out of spirit. I don't. Oh, okay. No, I'm going to swap real quick. I do have another Ignite on my Baron's Blade. So even though we're in an undead zone, I'm swapping out my Ghoulbane Exaltation. Because, yeah, because it doesn't trigger anyways until I'm level 20. But okay, Unholy Warrior. A couple of things. Number one, I mean, the game is made to be easy. I mean, I played this game when like you did, back in the 2000, and I lived that life. I don't need to live that. I don't got time for that, at all, like even close to it. So, I feel you. But ration. All right. And I've seen people be like, it's too easy. And it's like, yeah, I would rather level up fast and get cool gear and be like, that was sick, than whatever else the fuck we're pretending. You know what I mean?
I did the hardcore raid life long enough.
Unholy Warrior. Yeah, Tim, you were like actually in like a guild that would, and you used to treat that shit like a job. You'd be like, sorry guys, I can't see my friends because
yeah, there were months at a time that I referred to myself as my WoW character's name in my inner dialogue. So that was a weird time.
I don't even think we need to fight these blues, actually. I think I have a key for this. But, oh, Larod is here. What's up, Larod?
Oh.
Yeah, Unholy Warrior. I'm not quite sure what you're saying, but you need to have your weapon needs to be at least a +4 to unlock the proc slot. I think that's what you were trying to say. I'm swapping macros. What is going on? Oh, you killed it. Oh, he dropped his rod. Nice. Larod dropped his rod. I want to move Skullbash to there. Thank you. All right. Now I'm paying attention again. I promise. All right. Can we open this? Yes. Okay. I've got the key on me. Good.
Yeah, this is one of the ones I don't have, apparently.
You don't have the key?
Not to that one.
I
have a few of them, but...
A rusty rapier. The loot keeps coming.
So strong.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Pumpkin? Just hanging out with my boy Tim. Tim in chat, y'all. A sec here.
I learned that bow interrupt that I discovered last night was actually new and added in the most recent patch as well as being unlocked at level 20.
Oh. That's kind of cool. I mean, that's cool that you had that like disrupting shot or what. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Where the hell did this guy go?
I pulled him from across the way.
So the reason why we're doing this, because Tim and I were like 25 last night. Oh, by the way, I mean, again, to Unholy Warrior's point, last night, Tim and I went to Castle Mistmore, way too low level. And we had good pulls and bad pulls. And the bad pulls consisted of us pulling like 8 reds, many of whom are 10 or 11 or even 12 levels higher than us. And Tim and I would win that fight. And as someone who, like a group used to struggle with a red, to be able to do that, this isn't about the challenge. Again, I understand. I am made differently than the rest of you. I don't find I don't care about the challenge of a video game. Like, what's going to happen? You're going to lose and then do what? Reload and play again? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about here? Like, of course you're gonna win. If you play enough, you're gonna win. It just it's a mathematical certainty. This is why I said, for me, the only thing that counts for victory is playing against other people, because I don't care. You could play forever, and that doesn't mean you're gonna guarantee that you're gonna say top 8 at Grand Prix. Like, you actually have to be good. You can't just say, oh, if I play long enough, I eventually will get it. And nope, that's not the way that works. And so, again, I find it to be very, but that's me. I mean, I'm not saying that that's everybody. I'm just saying that's me. I'm doing something in Photoshop. That's why I'm not even remotely paying attention.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, I know. These are all blues. That's irrelevant. I wanted to add something to the. There we go. Add something to the stream. There we go. Tim on the call. There we go. All right, now we're back. What do we got here? What happened? Oh, I think I just got an AA.
Nice.
So, what I was trying to say was that I think it's fine if you like video games and like playing them. But for me personally, I don't get any. Am I stuck? What is happening? Oh, nope. My keyboard died. All right. Your keyboard don't run on water unless you got power. All right. All right, and we're back. Where'd you go, Tim? Oh, you're behind me. Ooh, there's a red over here.
I was seeing if I could easily go back and find the named Casey Jones was talking about.
Oh, okay. Did we skip a name?
It would appear so.
All right. Well, maybe we need to go back. All right. All right. Well, we got a lot of pulls here, so I probably should start healing, but at some point. No, I'm fine. Why am I not kicking? Oh, there we go.
I've noticed it turns it off when you switch classes.
Yeah. I had to. No, it's because sometimes I don't know if I hit Q accidentally or something. I don't know what happens, but I just stop healing myself. Basically, is what it comes into. How can I tell rogue players? How can I tell if I'm actually getting anything from this blood siphon strike? Is it? Yeah, see, like right there, I wasn't attacking. I don't know why I wasn't attacking. Yeah, but we're here for the XP, Casey. I don't care about loot. It's probably not good anyways.
Loot is for the dogs.
Oh, wow, it stunned me. Crazy. I backstabbed for 57. I hit it with an Asp Venom strike. I hit it for 7 points with a Smiting strike. It's sick. Well, that's the other thing, Unholy Warrior. So another full transparency. And I'm saying this with love to some of my patron members who are in the chat. We had people who were like fighting and killing Nagafin like within the first 5 days of the game launching. That is never me. I play the game, 2 hours at a time. Yeah. So It's not really, something that I'm as concerned about. Cinnabos, there's love. There's love for you, buddy. And so if I can get a class to max level in a month, that's cool. Because I may never play the game again. Like, you know what I mean? I don't need to play the game for 12, a year when people are like, the content. And I go, the game's $10 for a month. Like, how much gameplay do you need for $10? My God. So I have a very different, view of that in that regard. I mean, it feels like I'm doing a lot of damage. Oh, listen, you don't even have to have been sick. You could have just been sick, like, in the head. That's fine. I'm not judging anybody. Yeah, Cinnabos, it's tough times. I mean, that I can't think of anything better to do if you're just sitting there sick on, in a bed just on chemo than just fucking grinding some Everquest levels and killing some dragons. That sounds like almost like a good time. As much as you can make a good time of fucking the shit going through that shit. But I'm just saying,
you're not wrong.
No, but I'm saying you didn't have to be going through that. Oh, the silver-plated war sword. You didn't have to be going through that to have it be fine. People can spend their time however they want. Case in point, I spent like 3.5 hours the other day sharpening my kitchen knives. We all we all choose how to spend our time. You gotta admit, the elf skeleton, I think this drops part of the thing. You gotta admit, you gotta love the old EverQuest aesthetic, There's just like half a dwarf hanging from a meat hook.
Oh yeah, it's so good.
Oh, there's the hill.
So bad, but so good.
Say, look at that. Look at that. That's great. Brutal. It's a necromancer. My worst fear. Are you still a druid? Oh, or were you a druid? No, you were never a druid. What were you?
Shaman magician.
Shaman.
Now I am shaman,
right.
Wizard.
So what we discovered last night, Tim and I playing, because again we're using the beta to explore the space, is Tim was a mage and he was like, yeah, fuck my pet, and he's like,
one of those bad pulls.
Yeah, this is one of those bad pulls, but it's fine. Like, we're on the necromancer. I need to get into my invocation stance, and it's going to be dead soon, and then it'll lose the pet. Once it loses the pet, we'll be good. And then we'll switch over to, I guess, the Scorched Zombie, I guess. Okay, why is my auto attack turning off? Is that like a setting?
Good question. I feel like mine does sometimes too.
I guess I'll taunt. See, look, my auto attack keeps turning off. What is going on? Huh, it's weird. I know there's a setting. I thought like maybe it looked like my setting turned off where it's like when you auto tab. I want to turn that off. What is the name of that attack where it's like if you tab target, it keeps attacking? I thought there was something called that. Persistent auto attack. I have it checked. This is it. Keeps auto attack on after target dies if you are still in combat. But my auto attack was very clearly turning off when I would kill my target there. That was weird. All right.
The interesting thing, yeah, mine was not on, so now it is.
Oh, what, your persistent auto attack?
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know why that was doing that. It's so funny when everyone like watches me play. Not everybody, but like a lot of people are like, "Are you playing like in first person?" Like Kaz was like, "Are you playing in first person?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, it's EverQuest. You got to play in first person." I can't feel bad if I miss because it's like this thing is 10 levels higher than me.
Yeah, yeah.
There's one right around the corner. I should be able to pull this guy. See, Wes says, yeah, I can't first person.
Oh, I'm definitely in third person. You're kind of a monster for still first personing in this day and age, but you know, habits are habits in EQ.
Well, for me, it's mostly like because I want to be able to peer around corners, right? Like,
well, yeah, I do that by rotating my camera.
So yeah, but that sounds like way too much fucking work. Like, holy shit.
Oh, but it's no, when you've done it as much as I have, it's so much easier. You just hold left click and look around. It's great.
Yeah, but also too, like look at that. Like, how is that view better? Like, I can't see what's going on.
Yeah, that's the WoW in me, man. I got used to it. I'm zoomed out.
Like, do you play your first-person shooter games in third person?
No,
okay.
They're first-person shooters.
Well, okay. Well,
I play my RPG adventures as often as possible in third person, unless it sucks, like oftentimes Elder Scrolls ones do. But if the third person option is good, I do default to that in most games.
Interesting. Oh, that's nice. Just got some no meat. Oh, we got some pets over here.
Fry that up. I mean, what?
All right. It looks like there's a red Shadow Knight here, but
it's just the name that we missed earlier.
No, it's just a warrior. I'm just gonna shoot this necromancer.
Okay. I can never tell, like on these maps, the height and everything.
I mean, it's totally unnecessary. He's only level 15, but you know, he'll be dead before.
It was like a 3-second fight.
Listen. Okay. First person for the immersion? Absolutely not. It's first person, number one, for nostalgia. Number two, because for me, it's easier to see what's going on. And three, like the clipping in this game is terrible. Again, like, see, look at this. Like, this is crazy. Ding. All right.
Nah.
Yeah, cast your life spikes. Yeah, there's all your keys, Tim.
Hooray.
Assuming you got them.
Yeah, looks like I did.
I don't remember which ones I have on me, so I'm just going to take them all anyways, just in case. This should be a single pull, but, you know, if it's not. Yeah, the ranger just shot it anyways. Oh, here comes a ghoul.
Oh, there was a sneaky guy in the corner.
Yeah, it's all right. Here, there you go.
Also, I had my inventory open, and I always forget it takes more than one escape to close it all.
I forgot I got Starbucks before they closed. All right. Well, apparently unchecking and rechecking that box has allowed my auto attack to be persistent. Because again, it's been on forever and it was just turning off. All right.
Well, that's good that it's fixed now.
I think there's a bunch of reds in here. That might be a little bit of a trick if I... Yeah, well, we pulled them all. It's fine. All right. I'll kill whatever, this Arisen Thaumaturgist. And we'll just fucking annihilate him. And remember, I've got land hands, so
Yeah, I did not start healing this time.
Good.
I was just like, hey, he's fine.
Hey, little pristine leather, which I'm still wearing. All right. In fact, I'm gonna land hands just because I feel like because I feel like I'm wasting the cooldown reduction.
Yeah, you're at 50%. It's worth it.
Yeah, I don't have mend anymore. Again, that was the secret tech of the monk, is that the mend filled the little gaps between.
Right.
By the way, for those of you not used to playing EverQuest, I cannot describe to you how absurd it is that Tim and I, two people, are taking on multiple reds in one pull.
Yeah, it's busted.
Oh, it's actually unthinkably busted. Oh, stupid Will-O-Wisp. So got that work tomorrow. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff here added.
Oh yeah, I've been dreading it since yesterday, man. Mondays suck.
I actually had to go into defensive stance. I'm just gonna have to heal myself.
Oh shit.
Well, I didn't. I was reading chat. Unholy Warrior wrote like an essay in chat, and I was trying to read it, and I kind of wasn't paying attention to the fact that we got 3 or 4 ads, and also, again, for people not used to the game, like the amount, like this game used to stress me out because you would play for an hour, and then maybe gain like, I don't know, 20% of a level. You'd get one golden. I remember when they introduced, I think it was in Velios or Kunark, one of them, they actually introduced like the subdivisions, right? The blues. You'd say, oh, I got a blue, which was, 4% or something like that. You had to break it down that much. And, but then when you die, you would lose all that experience. In fact, you would be down experience. And so for this game to be like able to just like, oh, if I die, whatever, I don't have to run back. I just appear in the same zone. I don't lose any experience. I have to spend a few minutes rebuff. Now that the time to cast all my buffs was like the one true pain. And now that I have quick buff, it doesn't even matter. In fact, sometimes when my buffs run out, I'm like, I'll get kind of crazy because I'm going to have to buff anyway. So, oh, we got 2 necromancers. You want to take one? I'll take the other. Die, necromancer. I actually don't like fighting necromancers because they're not undead. I should be interrupting this, but I'm not.
I know, I'm sad I have to wait till 20 for my interrupt again. It was so nice.
All right, folks. You saw mine dead, Tim's 54%. All right.
Oh, yeah.
I'm unfortunately rooted, so you're on your own, buddy.
That's fine.
I got it with a paladin DD. Oh, so we were playing, Tim and I, and Tim was a mage last night, and I'd see these big damage, and I go, "What are you?" He goes, "Oh, mage." I go, "Oh, I forgot mages actually get halfway decent DDs, direct damage spells." Somebody was like, "I don't know what a DD is." Who was that? Was that George? I was like,
yes, it must have been.
And I was like, that's not even like that weird of a term.
I'll be right back. I want to check and make sure my kids are asleep. It will be brief this time.
Yeah. Like if somebody said, "Oh, you got an FD," I was like, okay, that's a pretty EQ specific term. Yeah. Oh, Unholy, absolutely. So Unholy said there were some levels, like when you were 53, where you would hunt for 6 hours and get a single line of experience. Look at your XP bar. Imagine you use an ink pen, draw one line straight down. That's how much XP. Oh, absolutely. It was unreal. What did they call them in MMOs? I imagine they called them DDs, right? Direct damage abilities? I don't know. I thought that was just like a generic video. I thought that was like a video game term. I don't know. City of Heroes was a good game though, George. It So they would call it a DPS spell? That's weird.
All right, I'm back.
Yeah, I remember grinding in the Dreadlands through hell levels and just wanting to kill myself. All right, well, those reds we all killed are back, so. Just like we drew it up.
Wonderbar.
Wes says, I think it was an old MMO. WoW players just call everything DPS. Well, it's just interesting to me because, like, a direct damage spell being called DPS doesn't really seem to make any sense to me because it's literally not DPS. You know what I mean?
That must be like a new WoW player thing for sure, because when I started playing WoW, people had a brain.
Well, no, but I'm saying, like, if somebody casts, like, okay, if you called it a nuke, I could understand that. But, like, if somebody casts, what's the name of that spell in WoW? Frost Comet? No, what's it called?
Frostbolt?
Frostbolt. Would you call that a? Would you be like? Would you call that a DPS?
I definitely would not say, I would not call it a DPS.
Would you say hit him with a DPS? I don't think you would.
No.
I think you would say hit him with a nuke, hit him with a nuke, hit him with a DD. I feel like, something. Anyways, we're just oh yeah. Right. We're not even talking about the horrible social behaviors, unholy, where, like it wasn't even your fault and now you're dead. All right. I'm on the priest. That doesn't matter, but I'm on the priest.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I kind of forgot I didn't have my land hands, but that's okay. Look, I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm 99.9% convinced now that the moats are basically only in the revised zones. Like, I think I've gotten 2 moats.
Oh, yeah. You might be right.
And, like, I would, like, play in Gook for hours and not get any moats. So I'm, like, 99% sure of this.
Let's get the treatment and the release.
Ooh. We're getting bracer upgrades. I'm still rocking pristine studded leather bracer. That's nice. That's the other thing to consider, by the way, in terms of like my class build. I mean, I know it doesn't really matter that much, but if you look at my character, you can see that my int and wisdom are trash. My strength is 185. My dexterity is 171. My agility is also very high, 146. So, like, me being an enchanter doesn't even really seem like it makes that much sense. I feel like I wouldn't have any mana. Ghoul root me. There we go. I do wish only having 24% haste does hurt, though. I'm like, I do miss having someone who can cast haste. Whether it would be myself as a shaman or an enchanter. I do miss that, I will say. I like having really high haste and dual wielding and double attacking and just being like, I don't even think we have double attack yet.
I definitely don't get it till 20.
Yeah. Well, I think monks get it earlier than other classes. I could be wrong, but yep. Monks get it at 15. Warriors get it at 15. So monks and warriors get it at 15. But rogues get it at 16. So shout out to the rogue. Everybody else gets it. Oh, berserkers get it at 15. Okay. So I'll get it at 15. Sick. I didn't know. I think
a greater mummy back here.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess on the Thurgis just because it's a necromancer. And then I'll move on to the Shadow Knight. It harm touched me, so I took a bunch of damage. Stop casting spells. And look at that. See, Lay on Hands is back to 2 minutes already.
Love it.
Love it. And I'm about to level again. All right. Thank you for the heal. So, like, a great example of, like, my philosophy with this game, which is very much in the like, everybody else is like, how do I get to level 50 in 3 days and then fight and kill Nagafin on D4 by myself solo? Respect. You know, again, that's your deal. Like, my deal is I look at something like the Divine Invocation and I go, oh, man, anytime you spend mana, you get a smart heal to the lowest HP member of the party. And then it repeats for each wisdom class you have. And I go, what if you had 3 wisdom classes? And most people are like, man, that seems like that would be stupid. Like what? A paladin, cleric, shaman? Like, you're not maximizing your solo grind potential. And I go, I agree. You're not. But I think that's fun. Like, I think that, like, trying to figure out, like, so that's not min-maxing, right? That's just maxing, if that makes sense. And I think that's really cool. I'm a big fan of that. I actually played more City of Villains than City of Heroes. I played, in City of Heroes, I played the Great Magi. And he was like an Egyptian-themed blaster, I think. And then in City of Villains, I played a mastermind named Dr. Detroit. Dang. Wes is saying that
nice.
Paladin, Cleric, Shaman actually super good at D4 raid. Well, I imagine the reason being is promised renewal plus insane slows and also reasonable buffs. By the way, as another example of me maximizing, not for effectiveness, but for impact, when I played City of Heroes as my blaster, the Great Magi, I put all of my, I don't remember what they called them in City of Heroes, but you know how you could, like, upgrade. Did you ever play City of Heroes, Tim?
Oh, yes.
Okay. You got, like, those upgrades or, like, enhancements that you could put on your powers.
Mm-hmm.
And all I maximized mine, all were for knockback. Which did nothing except, you know, cause trains and you know what I mean? Like, it was actually terrible. Mm-hmm. But I loved it. You know, I was like, I want to blast these people with my magic blast, and I want to see them get fucking
You kind of play MMORPGs like a Johnny in Magic, you know?
Yes.
Like, correct. Like, I want to do my cool fucking combo.
That actually, Tim, I've never really thought of it that way, but you are 100% correct. That's exactly right. And I think a lot of people play them like spikes. Right. And I don't. I'm not trying to, like, beat the game. I'm just trying to.
What in the fuck? Oh, I just saw your lay on hands go off for the first time ever on my actual numbers screen. So I saw you heal for like 2,000.
Oh, yeah.
And it shocked me.
Now, see, by the way, that's another example of where I play third person. So in first person, I would have been able to tell that skeleton was not, in fact, in front of me. And thus I was just not attacking. But in third person, I have no idea what the fuck is going on, you know?
Let's see. I've learned to be able to, you know, tell.
Like, yeah, but, like, why even bother with having to, like, figure out fucking parallax with a game that's 20 years old and its graphics? Why not just be able to be like, is there a skeleton in my screen? Yes? Cool.
It's reflex. I don't have to think about it. It just happens.
Hashtag first person for life. And Wes says, and yes, I play almost everything as a spike, which again, here's the deal. This is where, again, I'm not yucking anybody's yum. I don't understand the spike mentality for a game that doesn't have prizes and is playing against a computer. I don't understand. Like, you know, it doesn't make sense to me. That's me personally. I don't get it. I kicked that. I worked really hard and I kicked that thing's ass. Oh, you mean the thing that's designed by the designers for you to beat it? Yes. And what'd you get for it? Nothing. Oh, interesting. You know, like that. That's like my thought process on that. And again, that's me. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm just saying that's me.
Right. Right. It's like when I say, like, you know, I don't get that pride of doing something around the house afterwards. Like, I'm just like, oh,
right.
That's so much work.
Right. Right. Like I don't know. Like I'm like, oh, like I had to build all these bookshelves. And when I was done, I was like, cool. You know, I'm like, it's kind of a pain in the ass, but whatever. But, you know, I'm glad I did it. You would finish it. And instead of being like, you know what? I'm glad I put in the work. You're like, I'm still mad that I did that.
Correct. I'm like, God, I wish I could have paid someone to do that instead. This was a horrible experience.
The pride of labor does not exist for you, is what we're saying.
Correct.
All right, fair. Let's, I don't know. I mean, we're killing things here pretty well, but there's still a bunch of reds, so I'm not like, I don't even know what else I'm trying to really do here. Wes says I'm 1,000% with Tim. I'm mad that you're like I'm mad that this proved that I didn't have enough money to just hire somebody to do all of these tasks that I never want to do myself.
Correct.
Yeah, but aren't there some tasks you'd rather?
Alone.
Aren't there some tasks you would rather do yourself, or is the answer no?
Struggle to think of one that I would rather like. You know, I guess at that point I wouldn't think of them as tasks. If I wanted to do them, they would become hobbies.
Why is
I just can't think of anything task worthy. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's the harm touch. They be doing that harm touch sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the bone bladed claymore. Nice. Anyways,
a lot of money.
So, Unholy Warrior, the way that we believe that your mana works in this game is you get Wisdom is used for Wisdom classes, Int is used for Int classes, and you get mana from your two best classes. So, I believe that's right. Someone else that knows this game better than me. But if you're 3 caster classes, I don't think you get 3 stacks of mana bar. And so there is something to be said about not being triple caster primary, because I don't think you get the benefit of triple caster. That's why I was saying, like, for being a Wisdom triple for Divine, you'd be like Paladin. You know, they technically get a mana bar, but it's nothing compared to Cleric Shaman, right? So like Paladin, Cleric Shaman, you're triple Wisdom, so you're all in on Wisdom, so you get mana from all, from those two. But then the Paladin, I think, is not giving it to you because it's your least contributor. But I don't think you get 3 mana bar equivalents. But again, somebody, in chat probably knows better than me. My friends call it ham touch because the UI is so small that's the Ah, yes, the old ham touch. Got 5 AAs again. Wes says I am correct.
I just spent my 9 on the ambidextrous.
Nice. Is that a ranger only? Yeah, it must be.
A good question. I don't know how to tell if it's ranger only or not.
It's in your class.
It's in the archetype.
Yep, I can take it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
archetype.
9. Oh, it's 9 points. Shit.
Yeah, I saved up.
Apparently the rogue can get it too, because it's definitely not the berserker or the paladin that I'm getting that option from. So yeah, it's more of an archetype thing. It's more of the the agile attacker archetype, I guess.
I wonder if monk gets it, like if it's for hide and sneak people as well.
I'm sure the monk gets it. Cinnabos says he knows the monk gets it. There you go.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. Die, monk. Or a skeleton. I feel like my Slay Undeads haven't been proccing. But maybe I haven't been paying as much attention.
Is it like tied to something that you unlock at a higher level that you're not right now?
Yeah, but even if that was the case, it should still be proccing at the lower levels because it's 3 ranks.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it works on that, but like, you know, I have like the skin like wood versus skin like tree or whatever spells, and they don't memorize or cast even though they're the same train, so I don't know how the rank works for your smites or not, if they're counted as different spells somehow. And it bugs out.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any of my... I mean, it's only 2.5%, but I'm not seeing any procs from it. That's very strange.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Well, no, it's an AA. I mean, what would I do? I just don't see anything in my log. Oh, there it is. Okay, it's working. It just must not be proccing a lot, I guess. Just got like, yeah, baby. So anyways, yeah, so Tim, I never really thought about it before, but you calling me a Johnny when it comes to like MMOs is 100% accurate. That's very interesting.
Yeah, when you were describing it, I was like, oh yeah, that's totally a Johnny.
Right. Where I'm not really interested in, you know, being the best or like getting max DPS or any of that stuff, you know. I'm just like, you know.
Right. Whereas I definitely, you know, I usually play to be a Spike. I certainly enjoy being like a Johnny. Like in this game, I want to be a Johnny. But like there have been times in WoW where I was a big time Spike.
Right. Yeah. No, that's never me. Ever. Not in these games. And again, it's because I'm not playing for money and I'm not beating another human being. So if I'm not beating another human being and making some real person feel bad, like what am I getting out of it, you know?
Right. Right. I enjoyed ranking my own damage against that of others who played the game and being good at it. That's what gave me the pleasure.
Mm-hmm. I guess that's true. So your competition is with the other people indirectly.
Correct.
Got it. Yeah. Yeah, again, Wes, when in like the first week I tried to be a bard, and this is before I didn't really understand how the whole symphonic aura, because I couldn't believe that the symphonic aura was as busted as it actually turns out it is. And so I couldn't believe that. So I didn't understand it. And I was just like, it kept disabling. And I was like, what's happening here? Am I losing AAs every 5 seconds? Like, what is going on? And no, it just turns out it actually is that busted. A couple reds.
Rebuff us after that fight.
Yeah. A pop evasion. Yeah. So it's really crazy. I mean, bards are always. What were we discussing the other day, Tim? With we were joking about. Oh, the bards probably get it, and then they did.
Plate.
What's that?
Was it plate armor?
No, because we know they get plate. It was some skill or. Oh man, what was it? We were just joking, and we're like, oh, bards probably get that because they're a bard, and they were like, yep, they do. I mean, they get dual wield. We know that. They get plate. We know that. Oh man, what was it?
Yeah, good man. I can't remember. I know exactly what conversation you're talking about. I just can't remember the thing.
It was some AA maybe that they had no business getting. I don't remember what it was now. Damn it. Die. Am I slowed or something? Man, I don't remember. Now I gotta look up, like, what do bards get? Just in general, what do bards get? And they're like, it would be faster for us to tell you what they don't get.
Right? Like fucking A.
Like they call them a hybrid, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, I guess that's technically true.
Right.
They get evasive stance. That's what it
Oh
was.
yeah, that's right.
That's what it
right.
was. And we were like, they're a plate class. What the fuck does a plate class get evasive stance for? Like monks get evasive stance, rogues get evasive stance, rangers get evasive stance. Why does a bard, which is a plate class, get evasive stance? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's crazy. It didn't even make sense to me. Oh shit, I just backstabbed that ghoul for 231 damage.
Holy shit.
And then I healed myself for 1 hit point with a Spellblade proc. Oh, you were buffing, I forgot.
Yeah, removing damage might be. I'm all back to normal.
Here, I'm
I have one more detrimental ability.
I'm gonna rebuff us with
power.
There you go. I rebuffed us with my 1 buff spell that I have. Actually,
nice.
I did gain a level. Did I gain anything new? Nope. Oh, I got Cure Disease. That's it. Yeah. Bards are. I was like, why do they get evasive stance? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah,
they're all
crazy.
Also, there are only 2 classes in the game that get the inviolable invocation. Inviolable invocation makes your spells completely uninterruptible. It costs 100% more mana and the same amount of endurance. Very powerful.
Oh yeah, I have that.
By the way, that means you can cast a spell while running, while moving. Because it's
okay. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, because you can't be interrupted. So, like as a wizard, it literally means you can be kiting people and DDing them while running.
Yeah.
You don't have to stop.
Yeah, I have that stance. Maybe I should fuck around with it.
Okay,
Holy shit.
Okay, that's called the inviolable invocation, and only 2 classes in the game get it: the wizard and the bard.
It get cast while auto attacking because it's uninterruptible. Or no? Does it still cancel auto attack?
No. While you're casting, you're still not able to attack. But yeah, anything that would disrupt
That's still crazy.
At least I'm 90% sure. Nobody knows how Spellblade works on Holy Warrior in terms of like what actually determines how often it triggers. What I can tell you is what it does is if you have a spell in your first spell gem that has a shorter casting time than it does recovery time, which means, it can't be a spell that has like a super, super long casting time, like Summon Pet or something. Then it will periodically trigger. I've cast the wrong spell. And cast for free. And because the game has context sensitive casting, like mine is a heal spell. So periodically, while I'm fighting, every so often, whenever I attack, I just randomly sometimes get a free heal on myself. I mean, it's not free. You spend a little bit of mana, but it doesn't actually use your cast bar. It's its own. It just happens. It can't be interrupted, as far as I can tell. Or if it does get interrupted, it's very infrequent. I didn't see that Will-O-Wisp there. And that's it. Now, Spellblade is only available to the Knight classes, so it's available to Paladin, Shadow Knight, Ranger, and whatever. I think you have to have implied healing on for that, Cinnabos. If you have implied healing on Cinnabos, it's when this option is enabled, beneficial spells cast on an NPC will hit the NPC's target if it is friendly instead of casting on yourself. So that is only true if you have implied healing on. I do not. I want the heals for myself. Fuck my party, even if they're being attacked. All right, got another level.
Hooray!
You said you're good till about 11:45, Tim?
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, 11:45 midnight-ish.
Cool. Perfect. I mean, you want to go deeper into Befallen? I mean, we can.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right. I have gained a couple levels now. I was, fairly low level.
Yeah.
Being 10 and all. Oh, Beast Lord, Jackal. You're right. I forgot about Beast Lord. Beast Lord. I always forget about Beast Lord because it's a shit class and nobody should play it. So that's how I feel about that's how I feel about the Beast Lord. Ooh, backstab for 225. Gosh, damn. Being a rogue is kind of
so good. All right, addicting immediately.
Yeah. Well, it's addicting because it's normally a 10-second cooldown, but as a Berserker rogue, it's a 5-second cooldown. And Frenzy 7.5 and Smite is 7.5, so,
Like, if it's like, how much do I need all these shaman buffs? Rogue, Berserker, Wizard?
Wait, what am I right about? Wes says, God damn it, you're right. You're correct again. You got me to agree with you twice in one stream. Oh, I was right about the healing. Yeah, I got it. Oh yeah. Siphon life. You put your life tap on your spellblade. I mean, that's Shadow Knight. Chef's kiss. I haven't played an SK yet, but I played an SK for a while. I had a Ixar Shadow Knight back in the day, named Skrang, and yeah, I would be excited to put life tap there. Oh, Beast Lord. Yes, got it.
I mean, Flame Shock.
Oh yeah, I mean the Wizard DDs are disturbing. I mean,
yeah, I just went from 70 damage to 170.
Yeah, so more than double. More than double.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, it's so silly. Yeah, it is actually silly. Let's see. When do I get new rogue stuffy? Let's see. I get double attack at 16. I think I get double attack 15 from Berserker, though. Is there a list of disciplines? There we go. Okay, I get stunning venom at 15. That is what I definitely want to get to. Did you cast heal over time? Oh yeah, snail's healing on me. There you go. So Wes had a Shadow Knight, Shaman, Monk. After I got my dots up, I would just sit in Spellblade and sustain with life taps. I mean, that sounds fucking sweet.
Yeah, that's hardcore.
Plus, I think people sleep on the fact that... Oh, fuck these things. I think people sleep on the fact that oh, it's a cleric, that's why. That shamans do get haste. I mean, yeah, they're not enchanters, but like nothing is,
Yeah. Just don't get it till 26, I think is the first one.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
In this game, that's not that long.
Right. Are these... Oh, there's a ranger. There we go. Well, yeah. I mean, even chanters don't get their first heal until... Oh, shit. Greater healing. Damn it. There we go. Even chanters don't get their first... Jesus Christ, bitch. Wait, are you on the priestess?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm DDing her as well, just trying to take her out.
I know. I don't have enough stuns. I need to get my third stun or my second stun.
Yeah, I don't have my interrupt yet.
She just got to use her full fucking HP bar.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
I need to heal myself.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was terrible. How did
that was insane.
Well, I don't know how the two of us weren't able to keep her stunned, so that's kind of sad.
Yeah, I was auto tagging and chain flame shocking her like.
Oh, okay. I just got. All right, good. I did just get my new stun, so I that's my fault. I got it at 13, so. Exactly, Wes. Like the shaman haste is totally fine, and just when it starts to get a little bit sad at the end of the game, you get alacrity, and you're totally fine. See, look, she's got like 8 spells on her too, including a DD. I should have pillaged her. This ranger is actually kind of.
Yeah.
As a wizard, don't you get stun spells? Don't you get a stun line? You definitely get a stun line.
If I do, let's see. Slow, so I don't have it.
No,
yet.
it's in DDs.
It's in DDs?
Yeah.
Let's see.
All right. I am out of hit points and endurance. And we're still... we're fighting Gaitor Moloch.
Oh, shit.
That's my... we're dead.
Oh, yes. Holy...
Yeah, we got Gaitor. Well, to be fair, I didn't have the right stun. We spent 17 minutes fighting those two clerics. That was a cleric and a ranger. They were all healing. And that was ridiculous.
Yeah, that was insane.
All right. Well, actually,
I'll have to look through and see which where the stun line is.
And then in the middle of that fight, you were also like looking through for your stuns, but
only at the very end of it.
Wes, if they don't give the wizard their... Did you buy all your wizard spells before you became a wizard?
No.
Oh. Why wouldn't you do that?
But I was like the first level 10. Well, because there wasn't one in Jife. And I haven't gone anywhere else to another main city.
Oh, you could have just gone to Felwaith. They have wizards.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, that's all right. Right now, I don't have my land hands up, but I will in a second. Who am I fighting? I'm fighting one of these skeletons, I guess. Doesn't matter. There, I'm dead.
Oh, what the fuck?
I mean, I was almost dead anyway.
Backstab you?
Yeah, I got backstabbed. Well, now that I'm dead. Let's see. Lightning Bolt, which you get at 16 as a stun.
Okay, so one more level.
Yeah. Looks like that's your first one. Lightning Bolt at 16, Force Snap at 17. Tishan's Clash is the Chef's Kiss. That's a 5-second stun. That one you get at 19. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right, so one level off. All right.
Yeah.
I'm not. Right. I haven't been being completely stupid. Thank goodness.
Yeah. Well, you still should have bought all your spells before you went and leveled up a bunch. But
I thought about it.
All right, fair enough.
I did buy them all for like Shaman and Magician and Ranger, but up through like 30.
Right.
Did I overwrite my buffs spell set at some point? No, the worst.
Classic noob mistake.
I know, right?
Yeah. Also at 18, yeah, Wes. At 18, you get Garrison's Mighty Mana Shock, which like ups your damage to like 300, and it's
no shit.
It's pretty crazy. But also too, like I said, don't sleep on the AEs too, the waves and the AEs, like especially because we're usually fighting 50 fucking monsters at a time.
Oh yeah, no, I have fire AOE on, or my new lightning one all the time.
Yeah,
I have them for sure.
Like Frost Spiral of Alcabor, Pillar of Fire. Yeah. But obviously, single DDs is where it's at,
Yeah.
Incoming my sick buff.
Nailed it.
One of them. All right, I got to put my Asp Venom on. I did, Erica. I did find some motes. I'm pretty sure that it really is just you got to be in one of the new zones. I think that's what it really comes down to.
Here come the buffs.
So good. Wes, I wish they would give better information. I mean, obviously it's the beta, whatever. But I mean, I don't even know if they will in retail. Like, it's not always clear to me what upgrading a spell actually does. Like,
if I upgrade haste, right? If I upgrade quickness or alacrity, does it make it more haste, or does it just like reduce the mana? You know, like I don't give a shit if it reduces the mana. I only cast a spell every 8 minutes. On the other hand, you know what I mean? Like I wish there was information about that.
I did try. I leveled up light healing one level, and it did 1 more point of healing than it did the previous level.
Right. Yeah. That's fair.
That was like the lowest level healing and the lowest level upgrade. I do not know if it scales better or not.
Right. But I will also say this. So Rich went into Brennard, our buddy Rich, went into Crushbone, which got revamped, and he was there, and he said he like cleaned the whole zone out, and they were all gray to him, and he didn't get any motes. So we think that like you not only do you have to be in one of the revised zones, but you also have to be,
where you get experience.
Yeah.
Challenging area.
Who is he saying we missed before?
Yeah, someone off to the right of Elrod.
All right.
But he said it was upstairs, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
Up some stairs to the right.
Yeah, I think there's a Dark Elf Shadow Knight over here. I can see it on my map. Ah!
Are you feared?
Yeah.
Imagine that actual fear.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's bad. Well, yeah, but see, it broke early. It broke early because I put those points into fear resistance. Where the fuck that is? Is that an archetype?
Hell yeah.
Fear resistance. I got 1 point. It gives me a 25% chance, like every tick, to just like break it early. All right, Ashaka Rai. Actually, what we should do, Tim, is just jump down the well like a boss.
All right, game on.
I know
jumping down wells is always a great idea.
Right, you've learned your lesson.
Uh-huh.
It's shocking how much worse I am against things that aren't undead. And another, and the aforementioned Ebon Scythe.
Nice.
That actually has really good.
I got the enchanted Fine Steel Morningstar.
Oh, the enchanted weapons are really nice weapons. But I know there's mobs at the bottom of the well. I just don't remember what level they are. So we're gonna go find out. Oh, come on, it's just yellows and reds. Oh, and blues and yellows and reds. All right. I'm gonna kill this Necro Acolyte. I guess I'll go into defensive stance so I don't die. All right.
What is this? Silver earring. No, never mind. Something special.
By the way, that will be a part of if/when I eventually make my dungeon.
No problem, Derek.
Are you looking at the extended targets?
Yep.
Here they all come. They're all blue though, so there's that.
Yeah, at least there's that. I got my AoE.
Let's go, baby! AoE time!
I'm putting on the evade stance.
I will taunt as I can, buddy. I'm just going to spread out the damage as much as I can. I'm going to taunt everybody as I can, and we'll do what we can. I got my lay on hands ready.
This is hitting 8 at a time. Oh yeah, my vision's gone. I can't be interrupted though. Oh my god, the lay on hands.
I think I'm perma-stunned, I think. I can't tell. What is here? Is there a necromancer? There is a necromancer. There's like 8 reds here too. I didn't see all the reds, people. I only saw. So I think by jumping down the well, somehow we like aggroed monsters as we fell through the well.
Yeah, like something must have aggroed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like before we jumped down the well, maybe something respawned and aggroed. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah.
That was time.
Interesting.
That was time. that was a little rough.
That was a rough one. No, I can't even quick buff yet. R.I.P. the game. No.
You're right. Like, we'll just,
Is life even worth living?
No. It wasn't Gaitor Molnok. He wasn't even in the crew. I think when we jumped, I think we like somehow grabbed aggro like as we fell through a level, and then those monsters trained all the way down to the bottom of the Befallen for us, and then they brought all the reds with them. I think if it had just been the blues, Tim, I liked our spot there. I actually liked our spot.
Yeah, it would have been okay with just the blues.
Yeah. Well, don't bother rebuffing. I mean, when you don't bother rebuffing until you get your quick buff up. I'm not going to make you sit there and cast those spells.
Oh yeah, I wasn't going to rebuff.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah, we're in agreement.
Yeah.
It is true though that Gaitor Molnok is the bane of many a people. Until we kind of figured out his pathing again, we were getting kind of owned by him that one time we were here. All right, and we're good. See, look at that. We're ready to go, and we're back. All right, I guess we'll just have to walk down the normal way.
Just kill that gray in that room just in case. Try again. Die, plague rat. Doth plague ratius.
All right. Darth Plague Radius. What? Am I level 20 yet? No. Oh, I was like, why am I attacking so slow? Oh, because I'm not in Berserker stance. I don't remember which way to go here. I think you go this way. Yeah.
Seems legit.
Bloodstone.
There's the yellow.
I didn't see them either.
There's like fucking open the door like surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah. Who gets triple attack? Obviously warriors. We know warriors get triple attack. I'm pretty sure paladins don't get triple attack, but I think berserkers do. Do monks get triple attack? Let me know, chat. I don't actually know the answer to this. I'm curious. Oh, there we go. Is the red guy down there? Yeah, he is. Oh, multiple reds. Cool. We'll fight them all. We didn't even pull the soldier. Oh, no, we did. I was like, we didn't even pull the footman. Oh, my extended... Oh, okay. I was like, I thought my extended targets was broken. It turns out I just was still scrolled down from before.
Oh, yeah. That happens to me sometimes, too.
Yeah. All right, I guess I'll kill this footman. Jackal confirms in guild chat that monks get triple attack, too. That's hot.
Ah, excellent.
Hey, a moat of major potential. That's what we're talking about. And pristine leather gloves. I don't think I need those anymore, but that's cool that I got them.
Silver-plated war sword +2.
All right. Nice work. And we're back. I wonder if... Okay. Yeah, it's busted. All right. Would you consider if they sold in the cash shop extra any slots, would you buy them?
Like the any equipment slots?
Yeah.
Oh. God, that feels like such a necessary purchase in this kind of game. Well, not really. I mean,
nothing's
no,
necessary.
Probably not. Yeah, probably not. Like, I'm not playing this to be competitive enough. I wouldn't feel compelled to get them. Like,
oh, look at that!
I'd be far more compelled to get something that's like, hey, here's an infinite bag that can just auto sort and shit. I'd buy that in a fucking heartbeat.
Again, getting
me
back
something
to
that makes my life easier, like in real
Right.
life. Great.
So
In
so
game,
so
whatever.
no. So we've discovered something, Tim. Your capacity for wanting to be a spike is less than your laziness and desire for things to be easy and efficient or simple.
At least in this game, like if I was in a one of my mythic raiding guilds in WoW, and they were like, "All right, you can get a third trinket slot for $10 a month," I'd have paid it. I'll tell you that.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh, they came through the secret
Yeah.
door. They came from behind.
Also made a lot more money than though, to be fair.
Right. It also depends.
Now.
Right. Exactly. It also greatly determines how much substantial discretionary income you have.
Yes. Yeah. Huge factor.
Right. Like, I was having some conversations with some folks, people who are more in the know, and like they're like, "Are you serious? Are you really going to do this Fabulous Ultima Bestiary thing?" And I said, "Yeah, I think so. I mean, like, it's the perfect kind of project for me. Everyone's been wanting me to do something, and I don't want to like make my first project be something that I'm like really, really, really passionate about. I like Fabulous Ultima a lot. I've been passionate about the game for 2 years. I've been making monsters left and right. It's really fun. I've got a community that really supports the game and likes to play it. It's like a perfect combination. And I'm like, yeah, my Kickstarter goal is going to be like 20K because that's what I figure I need to get everything that I want get done. And they're like, well, how much money do you think you'll make? And I go, I don't know, 20K. And they go, no, I think you'll make like 80K or something like that. And I said, oh man, that'd be sweet. And I was like, man, if I got 80K, like that would literally like next year is like a free roll,
Right.
right. Like, I'm like, oh, cool. I guess I don't have to worry about, it's like that line from Forrest Gump where he's like, well, so one day Lieutenant Dan, and he's opening up a letter and it says like, it's like they've purchased stock in the Apple company.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes,
we didn't have to worry about money no more.
Yeah, exactly. So one day Lieutenant Dan says, we don't have to worry about money no more. And I said, well, that's good. One less thing. And like, that would literally be, and like, that would be me with, $50,000 extra dollars in my pocket just because,
Yep.
Oh, the Paladin has 2 smites now, Cleric. You can't possibly stand against that power. I stunned the rogue for no particular reason. I just felt like it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Wes is sad that we didn't go through with the boat plan today. Wes, I'll be honest with you. I don't think it would have been the most, Tolkien-esque plan. So, like, there was a weird moment for me when that got brought up. Obviously, my initial thought was I was excited because, that's stupid and dumb, and I love role-playing games for that. But then I was kind of like, yeah, it's not really the most Tolkien-esque thing. But then I was like, I don't know. It's kind of what Aragorn did with the armies of the dead. They kind of totally, took over those boats and then sailed them right into the battle. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm okay with it. But ultimately, I think it would have been, I mean, you guys, yeah, it was a very D&D plan, Jackal. Yes, it was not a Tolkien plan. It was a D&D plan for sure. There's no doubt about that. Okay, there's that wizard over here. We're back. Basically, we just got to kill these people, and then we'll be. There's also a person here. He'll come through the door, though.
Oh yeah, I see the Shadow Knight and the Teldal Rogue.
Yeah, they'll come through the door here. There we go. And then we'll click to the wizard. But we're basically back down to where the Baron is, and that Corvin Dallas, Lilu Dallas multipass or whatever the name is.
Corvin Dallas.
Corvin Dallas. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. I love that movie.
So good.
I don't know anybody who hates that movie.
Associate with monsters.
Yeah. But all right, wizard. Cleopatra, you're mine. That's okay. You're allowed to root me. You're allowed to root me. If that's how you want to spend the last remaining moments of your life, casting root on me. Tishan's Clash, not allowed to cast that one. That's the 5-second spell. Yeah. Ooh, and we got the Golem Wand.
Nice.
That's the one with Pillage Enchantment. Or I got it, I should say.
Yeah, I got one too.
Oh, okay. That's the only thing I don't like about the group loot is like when somebody else gets a sick piece of gear and then the other person doesn't, and you're like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, womp womp.
I didn't mean to do that, but I accidentally did a perfect pull and only pulled one by standing there.
Nice.
So. But he did harm touch me and rock my shit, so that was that. No, no, no. No fear from you, sir. No fear from you. I'm not going to get off that cancel time. That's why you got to be in an invocation or in inversion stance against these things.
Yeah.
I always forget that against the casters because you got to be able to disrupt them. Oh, Fifth Element is such a weird movie. It's such a campy movie. I mean, like I said, there's some seriously weird stuff that goes on in that film. Like, for example, the main character and the main villain never meet. Not even once. They're not even really aware that the others are kind of even in existence.
Accurate.
It's a very strange movie. And then, like, the main character is Bruce Willis, but it's technically Lilu. It's again, a very weird movie. And then there's Chris Tucker. That's like on a whole separate, Ruby Rod. That's on a whole separate level. All right. Well, we should be able to try to kill these name monsters once, Tim, and then we can call it a night.
Should be perfect.
You are. Oh,
should be perfect.
You are 15.
I'm at 82% as well.
What did you just pick up? Flame Shock.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah, 175.
Big damage.
150, I guess.
Yeah, on average.
Yeah. It's a rogue. They don't even count. What? A rogue?
What?
Chris, I am not expert and trained enough in this game to even remotely offer you anything of value as to what classes need to get rebalanced. I mean, it kind of doesn't matter, but I mean, again, my thoughts on the game are very different than the standard MMO player. I just hate fighting Shadow Knights because they just drain you of all your fucking life.
Yeah, like rebalancing is also like, what is even their goal for this game? Do they want it to be even remotely difficult? Do they want everyone who plays it to see everything for sure and have fun? Right. Really depends on what their goal is as to what they do.
Right. Hey, chat. What do you think? Do you think that if I was in Mage Hunter stance, that would prevent... Oh, man, this Ranger is healing. If I was in Mage Hunter stance, do you think that would work against Harm Touch? I don't know why these Rangers have been so hard to kill. Are like you AFK, Tim? Like, what is going on?
Yeah, no, I don't know why they're so hard to kill either.
You're like spinning around.
Like healing you for a bit. Now the time I was stunned by the other one.
Oh, okay. Yeah. These Rangers have kind of been impressive.
Yeah, they're insane.
Ooh, I almost died there.
Still late.
Yeah, Mage Hunter says all incoming magical damage is reduced by 50%. So I wonder if being in Mage Hunter stance when you initially pull a Shadow Knight until they pop their HT is actually a good idea. I got to assume HT is considered a magic. But I mean...
Right.
Yeah.
It's one I don't have.
What's that? Mage Hunter?
Mage Hunter stance, yeah.
Yeah, it's a Paladin Shadow Knight Berserker. Again, the other thing I like about the class composition that I have is I get like a lot of different stances. I like the stances in Invocation. You know, I like doing the stance
Oh
dancing.
yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that makes the game, I think, a lot more engaged, even if it's like not strictly speaking necessary. But
yeah, I'm changing them often. Like
yeah,
between
honestly,
Overchannel, Spellblade,
yeah,
Divine,
and we got to clear.
Yep.
But honestly, the only stance I never use is offensive stance, because I think the offensive stance is just sort of like the generic offensive stance. But it's like I feel like the other ones are all better than it. So
Right. Agreed.
I don't know why. Oh, bullshit! I interrupted that. But also, Striker stance is really cool. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I have a hard time with Striker stance. Like, it's triple damage on base weapons, 5 times damage on non-weapons, which is great. That's insane, because that should be more damage than raw Berserker output. But when I include my procs and Spellblade, is that better? I don't know.
Right.
It's tough to tell. All right, this should be some names in here. Yep, the Baron. Oh, 26. Nice. All right, Baron. What is the Baron? Oh, it's a Paladin. Well, this is just going to be the hard. We're going to have to do this the hard way or the easy. Oh, how did that guy get pulled?
You know what the heck?
Let me rephrase Big Die Energy. Striker stance is clearly awesome. I'm saying... Oh, I forgot he's a Paladin. I'm saying in comparison to Berserker stance. Like, I don't know... Like, because on paper, Berserker stance doubles your damage. But it also does 25% bonus damage. So it's doubled of 1.25. So it's close to like... It's probably like 2.5% damage or something. Or 2.5 times damage. But it also means I'm attacking 3 times as fast. Or twice as fast. And I get my cooldowns twice as fast. So is that better? I don't know. I have a hard time with it. I haven't really figured out. There we go. Got that interrupted. Having to fight through the fucking health bar twice with these paladins is crazy.
Yeah, it's rough.
All right. Leather tunic. Nice.
That's my current armor. Merge.
Yep, merge. It's mine too. Still using it.
Nice.
Still using it. So I'm not going to be one of... Now, like, this is where, not for spike purposes, but just for, like, analytical computer science purposes, like, this is where I would probably maybe use my /log and, like, try to figure out, do I do more damage in Striker stance or Berserker stance, and, like, what is the classification? I will say... I'm also using those. I will say that if my lay on hands is on cooldown, I definitely want to be in Berserker stance, because attacking... That makes my land hands every 7.5 seconds, which means I get more smites. I'm sorry, it makes my smites every 7.5 seconds, so I get my lay on hands that much faster back, which is really important to me. Now, if lay on hands is off cooldown and it's active and it's up, there is a world where I think it might technically be correct for me to be in Striker stance. So that is something to be said. All right, we got one more pull, and then that should do it. I'm going to see if I can single pull this.
And I got my first stun. It's got a 2.5 second cast, though, so it's not really good at interrupting spells, but it is a stun.
I mean, it's a long spell. All right, I did manage to single pull the rogue. That's sweet. Yes, it's important, Pumpkin. Because, again, I consider a spike to be a min-maxer. I am not a min-maxer. I'm a maxer. I will purposefully introduce glaring flaws into my character. If it means I can do the thing that I want to do and I can do it better. All right, please. Nice. I also single pulled Corbin. Corbin
Very
Dallas.
nice.
It's Corvin Dallas, everybody. Or Corbin Dallas. No, this is Corvin Dallas. Just a rogue. You have no chance. Plus, apparently, I said there was like a dev answering questions on the Discord for this game. And I guess they said they already have the first 5 expansions planned out. And I guess apparently it's not necessarily what you think it would be.
I wonder what that means.
Right. I got the Enchanted Fine Steel Rapier. Womp womp. I mean, it's a good weapon.
That's what I'm wielding. I got one too.
You wanna merge it?
Sure. Be hot.
There you go.
Because
Get your merge on. All right, Timmy. Good deal.
Tier 4.
Nice. That's nice. That opens up your proc slots.
Yeah. Where'd the confirmation go?
Do you randomly have like a shimmering ruby stiletto somewhere with an ignite on it?
Yeah, in my primary.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I was gonna say because you can if you get another one. So like that's an example where you may want to turn off merge, not if you're randomly here for whatever reason, right? Because then you can use it and get another one, and then strip it of its exaltation, so that you can have double ignites.
Right. Makes sense.
Oh, I never did pull this girl. I'm gonna pull her just for this is for completeness sake.
Giggles and shiz.
All right.
Pop.
By the way, Tim, confirmed. I just shot that girl with an arrow, and I healed with my spellblade. Oh, and the Baron respawned.
Yeah,
oops.
it seems to be working today. It was not yesterday. It's really weird, I swear. But yeah, I agree. It seems to be working today.
Yeah.
I've had some DDs go off.
I can't actually tell who the Baron is attacking because it doesn't seem to be doing any damage. I don't have a stun. Ugh. I only have 2 stuns. I need 3. All right. Come on. Jesus. It stunned me. All right, we need to kill this
I think he's
priest.
resisting my stun.
Yeah, we need to kill this.
I think I got him. There, I got him. I turned on the over channel to interrupt it.
Thank you.
This guy keeps stunning you.
Yeah. The Baron's a paladin, that's why. Paladin gets a stun. I'm trying to spam heals as fast as I can. Lay on Hands is still on a 2-minute cooldown. And he's probably got an LOH in there somewhere.
Heal you for a minute.
Yeah. I'm in defensive stance, but he's just got me
I
on
got that double warrior or wisdom class.
Unfortunately, his stuns are also very quick, so I can't necessarily break through them. All right. Looks like all right. He pulled aggro, so I'm going into striker stance. I wanted to go into berserker stance, and I hit the wrong one. I cannot. I am not fast enough to interrupt his stuns, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's okay.
Man, if I get fizzled one more time.
Drowsy.
Wish my paladin stuns were this good. Jesus.
Right?
And now he's healing. Jesus Christ. Oh, come on. All right, got it. Thank you. Ugh. Oh, come on. I got that one off. There we go.
Finally. Damn, these twos are tough.
Yeah, no doubt. I got my land hands.
The Baron's Blade.
Oh, nice. Nice. That's my secondary. Ghoul Bane is my primary, but that was my primary for most of the game. All right, going back to Berserker stance.
Nice.
Nope, I lied. I'm going back to balance stance. I have no
I could
endurance.
technically put this stun on my Spellblade.
Yes.
Its reuse time is less than its cast time.
No, its cast time has to be less than its reuse time.
Reuse less than or equal to cast time. Yeah, reuse.
Yeah, reuse less than the cast time. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the stun counts. That's crazy.
The issue, Big Die, is I'm not fizzling. I'm being interrupted by stuns. So that's the problem. I mean, again, I can't be too mad here. These things were all like 12 or 13 levels higher than me. Like,
yeah, right. That was an insane fight.
It's kind of insane that we were doing that. All right. I'm all good.
Yeah, no reason we should have lived.
Yeah, correct. 100%. All right. You ready to gate?
Yes, sir.
Good, because I don't have access to gate. I have to origin.
Sorry, I don't have my my transport spells yet.
Or not origin. Use my ritual gate, I should say.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, that's going to do it for me and Tim. Again, we're just, having fun exploring the space, having some fun nostalgia. There's a lot of different ways to play this game. I think that's the most important part. You could play this game as a spike and really try to min-max and create some ultimate combination and go kill Nagafin by yourself on difficulty level 4. And I think that's awesome. I'm almost jealous because I don't get that sense of like accomplishment like many people do from that type of experience. Or you could play it like me and I just like brewing. It's like this is my version of like brewing a Magic deck. Or you could play it like a full Timmy. And this is the best version of EverQuest to play as a Timmy. You could literally just pick whatever fucking classes you like and whatever race you like and just be it. And then I promise you, like 9 times out of 10, it's probably going to be completely fine. Like I would say if you plan on playing by yourself and literally never grouping with friends or anything like that, you probably want a class that can maybe buff a little bit and heal a little bit. So throw a shaman in there, throw a druid in there, throw a cleric in there, and you're probably fine. Outside of that, pick whatever you want. And that's what makes this actually a really interesting concept of a game by having these difficulty settings, the difficulty ratings, all these different stances and invocations and AAs from the very beginning of the game, is you kind of are hitting all of those, player psychographic profiles at once. You're hitting the Spikes, the Timmies, and the Johnnies, which is really cool. And, I'm definitely right now in that, that Spike, or not Spike, that Timmy Johnny, kind of lifestyle as well. Calamity says everybody. I'm sleeping. I called the Beast Lord shit, and I still call the Beast Lord shit. Calamity, but that's because I'm biased back from when it first got released back in SOL during Luckland, and I thought it was not a great class then. I don't think it's a great class now. I think it's kind of a shitty hybrid class personally. That doesn't really bring anything unique to the game. Like at least Paladin brings Smite and Lay on Hands, and Shadow Knight brings Harm Touch and Reeve. Like I'm curious. I mean, you got me on Warrior Cleric. You know what I mean? Like, that's already obviously an insane... a Warrior Cleric with Promised Renewal probably doesn't even need a third class to solo a D4, maybe. I mean, they might just be that good. Especially since you said 46. I think that's when Warriors get triple attack. But
all right. Night, Derik. Night,
yeah,
everybody.
Man. Good night, Tim.
GG's.
I'm going to hang out for a little bit. I'm going to take a look at Beast Lord. We can talk about Beast Lord. Let me camp out here. Let me change up my OBS here. I will say, I mean, this is perfect because I know I'm only going to have time to play this game for a few months, and I'm going to be able to get a full experience. I'll probably be able to get, multiple classes to 50, and that's perfect. That's exactly what I want. Sorry, puppies. I got scared when I moved that down. So, all right, looking at the Beast Lord here. So you say the Beast Lord slow and debuff carries a lot. Okay, fair. But the Beast Lord slow and debuff are just worse versions of the Shamans. So I'm I'm not like challenging you. I'm just wondering, why not just be a shaman? Like, why not be a warrior cleric shaman? That seems like that should be insane, by the way. Unless you think the pet is valid. I think pets kind of suck in EQ Legends. I think the days of the pet are I don't want to say they're over, but like the reason why like necros and mages were awesome is because you could get to be a mage but have like your own personal tank, but you don't need that anymore. You can just be, you can just be a tank and be the mage, right? Yeah, I'm inclined to believe that. I mean, between the double line of HP buffs from the cleric, what's the one called? It's not called Resolution. What's that amazing one called? I remember it from back in the day. What's that? It's like a level 50-ish HP buff. I mean, there's a bunch of them, but I always think of the one when I think about it. I can't remember the name of the spell. It's not Resolution. It's Temperance. That's the name of the spell I'm thinking of. Temperance. Temperance is the one spell that I'm always thinking of. Like when I think of like the massive HP buff, and it's from Classic pre-Kunark. It was the highest level HP buff. It's plus 800 max HP and 40 AC. Anyways, so between that and so you get the cleric AC and HP buffs, and then you get all the other shaman buffs, and you get the shaman slows. Yeah, I think if you add almost anything to that, and clerics get plate if that's the thing as you want to. Spiritual light. I don't know spiritual light. What is spiritual light? Spiritual light. Okay, looking it up on the wiki. It's a level 41 HP, mana, and endurance regen. Yeah, but shamans get chloroplast. They get regen. They do not get the mana regen. That's true. But I haven't found mana to be the limiting reagent for most of my situations. Again, I'm not saying that as my point was, you could be whatever you want. I just don't. For me personally, I don't really, that's cool. That's cool that you tank everything. I mean, it makes sense, Calamity. You're a warrior. You're a cleric. You can kind of throw in whatever you want there as you will. The Beast Lord's going to give you some of those shaman buffs, and you can use the pet as extra damage, No, I think that's fine. Charm and then the Spirit of the Puma. Yeah, that's true. And also, too, like, back in the day when you were an enchanter, the fear was always that, your charm was going to get resisted and or that your charm was going to break. Well, okay, two things. One, we have overchannel stance. So now we can charm, ideally we want to be charming, right? Whites. We want to be able to charm, we want to charm monsters up to the limit of our charm, right? But now we can be an overchannel stance. Cool. So we can definitely charm them. So that's number one. Number two, if our charm breaks, all right, cool. I'm a warrior cleric. I'm not an enchanter with no armor, no HP, and I'm just dead instantaneously. So yeah, that does seem pretty fucking busted for sure. Warrior shaman necro. I wonder if if the dot space would compete a little bit there. But yeah, it could be fun. It could be cool. My issue with that class combination is if I'm a warrior, I want to be attacking. And if I'm attacking, I don't want to be casting spells. Yes, I know inversion stance exists. But if you're chain casting an inversion, if you're still casting an inversion, that means like a third of the time you aren't attacking. So I worry sometimes about people that go into these DPS classes and a caster class, and they are just, eating into their attack cycles. But yeah, I mean, I imagine that would be really powerful from like a solo perspective. Although, you get good heals, not the best heals in the game. You don't get the promise renewals. So maybe you can't like take Nagy on your own at 40 46 or whatever, 43 or whatever at D4. But the dots potential there would be insane, obviously. For sure. So, because like, you've got, you know, a 345 damage a tick. I mean, that's at level 50, but, you know, 345 damage a tick, poison dot. An 80 HP per tick life drain dot. And there's the blood dot. Is that fire? Yeah, it's fire. Because the Necros get the fire dots that the Shamans don't get. Shamans' dots are basically all poison, disease, and they get a couple of magic ones from the curses. Does anybody get cold dots? Is that like druids? I've just never been super impressed with the Necro spells. I'm not lying. Like, I see the dots and I go, I don't know. The Shaman ones seem just as good, almost as good to me. And then I'm like, but the Shamans get so many buffs, and the Shamans get so many. They get the slows, and I just don't see it in the Necro. I just don't. I mean, I guess they get DDs. I guess it just comes down to how good the DDs are. I don't know. I don't think they're that great. If I'm DDing, why aren't I just a wizard? You know. I don't know. So you know, you say warrior, shaman, necro. I'm just like, okay, what does the necro bring to that equation? That's all I'm saying. Anyways, and if it's true that you get 2 mana bars, not 3. Then if you really do want to have a good mana bar, it makes sense that you should be at least 2 full caster classes if you mostly want to be casting. Again, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. All right, you know what? Fair, Calamity. They need to break out other classes up to the Shaman's level, because every stream tonight has spent time talking about how powerful they are. Makes me think they're too powerful. Yeah, I mean, you know, you guys talk about Cleric. You talk about Beast Lord, Spiritual Light. You talk about Enchanters with Clarity. The Shaman gets an AA. It's a 1-rank AA. They get their cannibalize spells, but they get an AA that lets them cannibalize. And where is it? Where are the shaman AAs? No. There we go. Cannibalization. It's 1 rank. It's 5 cost, and it consumes 1,924 health to restore 1,066 mana. Guess what? It's magic damage. So if you go into Mage Hunter stance before you cannibalize, you take half of that. So you only take like 900 damage, and you restore 1,066 mana. And it's on a 2-minute cooldown. So, yeah. Shamans basically just have like insane mana regeneration as well. Not to mention, you can like upgrade your dots to make them crit and increase the damage that they crit by. Like on top, like as an archetype, I think you can take damage from you can cause your dots to crit, and then Unbound Cascade makes your shaman crits do even more damage. It is a really powerful class. Again, it was my first my first EQ character was a shaman, and I've always really, really loved it. So Nice. Necro has inherent crit too. All right, respect. Necros are considered the kings of dots. I mean, I will grant them that because they get the disease and the poison and the magic and the fire. The only dot line that they don't get, I think, is a cold dot. Does EQ have a cold dot? Okay, druids get frost line, and maybe the mage gets some too. Okay. That's insane. I'd love to see the math on that. That's insane if they stack. That's actually insane. Respect. Yeah, I respect it. Jackal says the only problem with Shaman is the overlap with Enchanter that I want to play. Well, that's true. The Shaman and the Enchanter both kind of do the same thing. They do cover each other really well. I mean, there's no doubt that if you're a Shaman and an Enchanter, you kind of have the best buffs in the game at the lowest possible level that you can get them. Also, by the way, Shaman, level 50, fucking motherfucking Spirit of the Puma. Add a melee proc, Puma Maw. Rawr, 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 rawr. It's a powerful spell. But what is the best in Classic? What is the best? Is Alacrity the best haste they get? I think it is. Yeah. 40%. But I mean, you know, respect, right? 40%. What does the Enchanter get? I should know this because I played an Enchanter for so long. You would think I would know what the next haste is. Celerity. Okay, that's what I thought. 50%. So we're talking about going from 40% to 50%. You know, I mean, how much attack speed do you really need, right? What's the haste cap anyways? I think it might be 75. 74, according to Project 99 Wiki. It says it's 74. So I mean, if you have like a +5, if you have like a +4 or 5 flowing black silk sash, that's 24% or 25%. So with Celerity, you're at 75%, and that's the haste cap. So there you go. But if you had like a Mithril two-hander, which is I think 40%, this is overkill. Oh, all right. Well, Project 99 Wiki says 74%. So, I mean, but you know, but you're probably obviously if your page says 175, we'll go with what it actually says. I mean, 74 does seem like a weird number, but it is on the Project 99 Wiki. But, anyways, very cool. I mean, I love enchanters. Also, I mean, I don't know about playing one because I haven't played one in Eco Legends, but I know fighting them is annoying as fuck because their pets are all paladins now. They just start randomly healing and lay on handsing people. But obviously, I mean, one of the biggest strengths for them is level 20. I think it's level 20. No, 16. Yeah, 16. Mesmerization. Yeah. There you go. See, up to level 55. Because again, as I explained in great detail at the beginning of the stream, this was never designed to be what it is in EQ Legends. This was an oh shit, I just need to lock down 2 or 3 creatures as an enchanter to buy me time to get down my long duration single target mezzes. And it only lasts 4 ticks, 65 or 24 seconds. But yeah. Now that it doesn't target you, and you're putting it on somebody who's like a warrior monk or something, crazy. Oh, just so crazy, so good, man. Ultimately, right? That's the problem. I mean, we all have our preferences, but I mean, all the classes are cool. I mean, I'll freely admit I don't have a particular interest in magician, necromancer, beast lord, ranger. Those are the classes I don't want to play. I don't want to play a magician. I don't want to play a necromancer. I don't want to play a beast lord, and I don't want to play a ranger. I'm kind of meh on druid. So, I mean, if I had to pick at 5, it'd be druid would be the next one to heal. But like, those are the only. I mean, the other 12 classes, 11 classes. I mean, that's great. I mean, so that's the point, Wes. Is like that's the type of thing that I search for. That's not the min max. That's the max. It's like I want to be at 75% haste with berserker stance, with dual wield, with triple attack. That's what I want. That's my goal. You know? And you're like, well, to do that, you know, right, with Spellblade, which you get from being a paladin, right? And so now the difference is, you know, to get to that, you would have to be solo, right? You would have to be a berserker, enchanter, and something that can dual wield. So a warrior, berserker, enchanter, and get plate. I just assume at this point you want plate. I mean, I don't understand why you wouldn't, but then you wouldn't get that's right. Then you wouldn't get Spellblade. And Paladin gets plate and Spellblade, but doesn't get triple attack and doesn't get, but the Berserker does, but doesn't get dual wield, and neither does the Berserker. So you need a class that dual wields. The problem is, I think the Ranger is so super mid, but I could just be sleeping on the Ranger. But I do think the Ranger is pretty mid, personally. But it also is probably because I've mostly been playing with Tim, and Tim is obsessed with using his fucking bow, so that's all right. Cinnabon says, I am playing with no plate. It is non-optimal. Yeah. I mean, in a world where you can be in plate mail, yeah, no chain either. Right? That's true. So, I mean, it's cool. And by the way, you say all that, and then you go, yeah, but what if you were a bard? You know what, RoboDog? I'm not saying I dislike. I'm not saying I don't want to be a druid or a ranger because I don't like them. I'm just saying it's just not my shtick. And DPS, the damage shield stuff is not necessarily my big steal. But I mean, you know, I respect the druid. They got, you know, great healing, great buffs, good DDs. You know, they're kind of a mix of like a cleric and a mage in a way, which is cool. You kind of get two classes for one. And especially, you know, and then of course, like I said, I mean, I'm just saying, if you want to get max AC even over your soft cap, especially if you increase it with the AA, you know. Well, right. I think at some point, RoboDog, everyone is going to get Wizard and Druid up to like whatever it is, 23 or whatever, 26. When you get all of your rings and spires. Yeah, it looks like your last ring is at 22. You start getting your circles, but, you know, who cares about your group, right? Oh, no, you get Misty Thicket ring at 25. I don't know how many people are going to Misty Thicket, but anybody playing, has anybody been to Runny Eye? I like because I've never played a halfling. I was never a high keep person. I never went to like Runny Eye. I never went to Gorge of King Zorb. There's a bunch of zones that even in retail back in the day, I never played in. Yeah. I mean, Wes, I'm gonna do that. I mean, I've you know, for beta, I didn't want to waste the time because I'm like, you know, the game is I'm just gonna be what I want to be and try it out. But for retail, I'll probably get Druid and Wizard just so I can, you know, move around. Yeah. So yeah, Gorge of King Zorb, Runny Eye. I mean, I did a little bit of Runny Eye back in the day, but apparently the Blackened Alloy Bastard Sword drops in Runny Eye or Gorge of King Zorb, and the Babs is actually a post-classic item It's like the Ixar, right? Babs shouldn't exist. They added it later. So this is actually kind of like it's like from the future. It's just a really good weapon for the time. I mean, it's 0.54 delay on a two-hander at like level 20. You know, it's pretty good. You know, I even skip it with my halfling paladin druid enchanter. I love it. You know what? I've never been a halfling. Like I would almost want to be I'm a frog right now, and I love their stat line. But yeah, but it'd be fun to be a halfling. What else haven't I done? I'll be honest with you. I haven't done Najina that many times. I know they redid it, but Najina has never been one that I really did that much. I never went to Lava Storm or any of these until later in the game, like, you know, high level. So I never really did much of this part of the game. Split Paw, another dungeon. I've been to it, but I don't know it the way that I know other dungeons in the game. I don't think, is the Warrens currently in the game? Because I know some of these zones were added later, like Stone Brunt was added later. That wasn't an original EverQuest. I don't think the Warrens was an original EverQuest either, but I have played in both of those. The Hole, of course. Love Unrest. Love Mistmore Castle. Of course, Crushbone. I mean, I love all the dungeons actually on Fadeweir. I love Unrest, Mistmore, and Crushbone. There you go. Befallen to Split Paw to Gook to Hole to Hate. Yeah, that seems reasonable. But can anybody guess what my favorite EverQuest expansion was? You probably won't get it right. I'll give you a hint. It is in like the first, you know, it's not like the 23rd expansion or something like that. You know, it's in the first like 5 or 6 or 7, whatever it is, you know. When the game was still the game, you know, before World of Warcraft, right? You know, when World of Warcraft, there's like EverQuest before World of Warcraft and EverQuest 2 came out. And then, well, forget World of Warcraft, EverQuest 2, right? Which came out in 2004. Fuck yeah, Jackal. Hell yeah.
I am strong.
First guess, first try. You know, first guess, first try. Respect, Jackal. LDON. That's exactly right. That is Smith and I's absolute favorite expansion / video game / anything ever. Absolutely love it. Adore it. It's our absolute favorite. I love LDON. For those of you who don't know, LDON is Lost Dungeons of Norath. Lost Dungeons of Norath added 5 procedurally generated dungeon zones to the game. And you would go through them. And when you would go to them, there was different variations of the dungeons. They introduced like traps to the game, magical curses, like this sort of like dungeon treasure currency. It was pretty sweet, and we absolutely loved it. And the ones that you got, there was one up in Everfrost Peaks called Menageries Menagerie or something like that. Madgery's Menagerie. There was one in the Rajurkin Hills of Row. There was one. There was a Castle Mistmore Dungeons, which I absolutely freaking loved so much. Let's see, what else was there? There was the other one in Row. Oh man, it's been so long. Deeper Gook, or what was it called? I gotta look it up. LDON EverQuest zones. Let's see here. All right, Rajurkian Hills. All right, that was in South Row. Mistmore Catacombs, Miragul's Menagerie. Yeah, the Gookton Roots. Okay, deep Gook. That's awesome. Absolutely love it. And then there was Takashi's, which is another one. There was a lot of them right in here, actually. But yeah, I loved Deepest Cook. I loved Miracle's Menagerie, and I loved Mistmore Catacombs. And it was some of the most fun I ever had. That was when I was playing my Ixar Shadow Knight. Smith had a dwarf cleric, and I was Ixar Shadow. My girlfriend at the time had a wood elf druid, I think. And the three of us would play. We actually all lived in the same apartment building, and we would just get together and LAN and, LAN it up and just play all in the same room. But Robodog, they apparently are going to, when live happens, they're going to actually automatically put maps and everything. They did put maps for the starting zones, Robodog, but they did not add maps, I think, for the other zones. So technically right now you still need to download map packs, but I think when they go live, they're going to get rid of that. So anyways, very cool. Alrighty, folks. Well, I hope you all have it's 1, 2, 3, 4 here. So I hope all of you have a fantastic and wonderful week. I'll be playing some more Everquest because, like I said, I've got this week, and then I got to go to Gen Con. So while beta finishes up and live launches, I will not be playing because I'm going to be at Gen Con. Not just Gen Conning, but also doing some work. I'm going to be helping Roll for Combat and Professor Dungeon Master with their live streams and events. Yeah. When are the other games starting? Well, after Gen Con. But unfortunately, like I said, we were going to start a bunch of games. I got delayed because of NightCon, and I also got sick. And then that kind of threw everything else off. And then suddenly it was the summertime. And people were very busy. We had some people traveling, but, I'm trying to be gracious, because people paid their tickets to get in this game, and I don't want to just run it and have somebody end up missing 3 out of the 6 sessions for the whole game, So, but at the same time, I can't make perfect schedules when everybody is, real people with real lives and real responsibilities. So it is kind of tough. So unfortunately, it's been kind of a problem for scheduling and everything like that. So, but hopefully when things are a little bit less crazy and hectic. So we'll see. And unfortunately, I've got Gen Con. I come home from Gen Con. I have like a week or two. Then I am going on a family vacation. Then I'm coming back. I'm going somewhere with my mom and my sister and her family, I should say, really. Really, it's my sister's vacation and me and my mom are coming. Anyways, she's a teacher. So she always takes like the week before she goes back to school. So like that mid-week of August or whatever. And then a couple weeks after that, I have to go to LA for that Dungeons and Cabins event. So I have a couple disruptive events. So I don't want to like start a game, have people do a session 0, make characters and be like, cool. All right, everybody, we're going to play in 6 weeks. Like I hate doing that. I'm not a fan of doing that. So anyways, so that's going to do it for me. I'll be back probably doing some more game night and this week, but also I do want to finish Final Fantasy 1 as well. I haven't forgotten. We're like so close to beating it. I at least want to put that one to bed. Everquest kind of came in and killed it and looted its corpse. But I will have my regular streams over on the main channel as well. So other than that, I'll catch you next time on Knights of Last Call. Peace out.